Good evening and welcome back to Heroes Lounge. I am your caster, Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we're going to be having the members of Looking for Work, and on the right, it is going to be the Lost Boys. Thank you all for joining me for this best of 5 series for Heroes Lounge. Let's go ahead and actually check out what the map bans were, as we did have a couple of those take place before we got into this game. The home team is Looking for Work, so they banned out Sky Temple. We had Volskaya Foundry banned out by the members of the Lost Boys, and map number 1 is going to be Alterac Pass, chosen by Looking for Work. Let's go ahead and jump back into our draft, as we do have a Maya being removed from the game here to start with. And now Alterac Pass is a map where it's been played a bit, and there's a lot of different things that can be brought out here. What I'm thinking is along the lines of like Hanzo, Genji, Junkrat. A lot of good poke is really powerful in this map, because you can be an absolute nuisance into these prison camp areas with that poke and that whittling. But we do have Maiev and Zeratul being removed here on the side of the Lost Boys. Not a bad idea at all, as they do provide a lot of mobility. Zeratul extremely powerful in that later half of the game, post 16. So they're just removing that from the game. Looking for Work removes the Abathur, taking out 2 supports as our new role system works out here. But yeah, Abathur and Medivh going to be removed. We have a Zeratul and Maiev out of this game as well. On the right-hand side, they do have that first pick, and going into Alterac Pass, I was about to say there might be a high priority onto the tanks. Joanna, Diablo, and Garrosh are extremely powerful here. I wouldn't be too surprised to actually see Looking for Work maybe prioritize one of those either. Anub'arak is another thing to maybe pick up here. If you have this 1-2 punch, and that's all you're going to get before the next ban phase, maybe something like an Anub'arak Tyrande. You've got a lot of good setup right there if you want to go into a dive composition. This works well for this map because it is very brawly, and Anub'arak with those beetles is extremely annoying to deal with, but they opt for a Garrosh instead. Going to be going for the self-cleanse on that Garrosh, as well as the Lockdown for Warlords challenge and the Into the Fray toss onto friendly members, as well as the toss onto the enemies into the backline of the friendly team. But a Tracer gonna be popping out a little early in this draft. Now, they already have the Garrosh and they already have the Tyrande, so they're not going to be opting for a Li Ming, or not a Li Ming, a Lily and a Joanna kind of situation. So that Tracer now going to be sitting a little more comfortable here. Looking on the ban side, they're going to need something to follow up with that Tracer damage. They could go into a Malthael for something sort of like a Last Rites. Excuse me, that wouldn't be a bad ban at all. Or we could be seeing something in the Mage Department being removed from here, something like a Jaina, just to have that extra lockdown and synergy with Diablo. But we're going to go ahead and get rid of the solo lane, going to get rid of that Bruiser, Dahaka. A lot of value from them, as they are able to rotate around the map, get those brush stocks, and flanking situations are extremely powerful. Seeing anything on Discord, we are all good to go. Let's go ahead and actually, there we go. There's like a slight glare if the monitor is just a tad touch over. It's the weirdest thing. We do have a Rainer going to be banned out here. That does pair well into the Garrosh and Tyrande, being able to pepper that in, as well as the Hyperion as a push tool, or the Raider as a poke device into that Malfurion. Greymane going to be paired in with this, so they are going to be going into some dive, some burst. We still have Genji up and available if they want to go into that and maybe hold off on their solo lane. That is an option for them, or they could go into Jaina, Kael'thas, Gul'dan. A lot of mages are really, really powerful here. They actually, you know what? I take all that back. Li Ming would have been probably the option there. Greymane pairs well into the resets of that Li Ming, but we'll see what they go for here. Genji's still up and available if they want to try and get that Swift Strike, I guess, just around the enemy team. Also, the Deflect is not a bad tool against that Tracer, who maybe single target tries to get that damage. You just hit the W, you deflect, and now that's going to be Tracer taking a lot of damage. I was wondering if it was going to be coming out, and holy crap. Alright. The Lost Boys. Bringing out the Lost Vikings here with a Chromie as well. I really like that combo right there. Last pick, though, going to be coming out from Looking for Work. Now, this is a Lost Vikings. There's no way we see it, but I just want to joke about a Butcher. Like, I would love to see a Butcher here. So bad. Realistically, maybe a Li Ming. Resets are easier off the Vikings. Genji. Okay. It's still going to be Genji. I mean, you do have Swift Strike reset, so there is a reset in that factor right there. So, not a bad pickup on the side of Looking for Work around at this draft. I really love both these drafts so much. The Lost Vikings going to be showing up here for the Lost Boys. Looking for Work will be getting A lot of good dive. That reset from the Genji is going to be something we have to watch out for. That's the big thing that I think is going to be a high priority when watching this matchup, is going to be how Genji is able to get into that backline and what value the Lost Vikings are going to get. My team won't let me play the Lost Vikings, so I'm all in it for this game. That's so rude. Yell at your team. What's up, DJ? How you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Hey, Lane, what's up? And also, Shadamura, what's... Everybody's here. Everybody filing right on in as we're going to go ahead and get right into this game number 1. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks for watching the games. Let's go ahead and get into this. Map number 1, game number 1. Left-hand side, we've got the members of Looking for Work with Droplets on the Genji. We're going to be having Swabs Magoo on the Blaze. Casanova will be playing the Greymane. Fury on that. Garrosh and Dark Chimera on the Tyrande. On the right-hand side, we've got the members of the Lost Boys with Zergling on the Chromie. Collusion will be on the Malfurion. Cattle on the Diablo. Talking Trees going to be on the Lost Vikings. We'll have Hosty rounding out the team on the Tracer. Just because I have 0 games on him and I'm the healer means nothing. I mean, Lost Vikings are support now, are they not? So if you're the main support for your team, like, you're just supporting. We're going to have Chromie dump a little bit of damage in this backline to start out with. We do have Lost Vikings going into that bribe at level 1. Tracer going to be going for the extra damage, and I believe that also offers more charge in as well. Excuse me, it's just the Pulse Strike. Oh my god, Hero Sharebot. Why are you doing this to me now? Now you're coming along every day? Don't trust you. We have Greymane going up into the top lane. We actually have a little bit of a brawl breaking out right here. As I said, Droplets with the deflect is actually going to get a lot of good damage into Hosty here, and that's going to be the toss going out. They try and have the Lunar Flare fire up. They end up getting the swap into the exact same position, or the recall, excuse me, is going to go right into the same position. So they take down the Tracer right at the start of this. Cattle trying to make their way out. They're getting slowed by this Blaze. Garrosh is going to be trying to walk in as well, and we still have Zergling dumping out that damage from the side. In the mid lane, we do have Eric getting caught out by Casanova, who's doing some double duty. Hey, Kaleo, how's it going? I'm just going to have to... I'll talk to your team later for you, DJ. Yeah, I'll straighten them out on their Vikings opinions. Also, hey, Kaleo, how you doing? Thanks for coming by, bud. I hope you're having a great day. Tracer going to go ahead and grab the camp on the right-hand side. That will be scouted out by the Sentinel. We also do have Collusion helping out, and Zergling jumps in. Greymane and Tyrande doing the same thing on the other side. Baylog will go down to Droplets as they get that Swift Strike back and forth, and just whittling down these Vikings is a huge factor, because if you don't have... This is just such a bait right here. Yeah. Like, Droplets doesn't need to go back. It was just baiting out the abilities. I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking, Kaleo. I am doing absolutely wonderful. 4-3 in levels. Tracer rotating into bottom. Swabs doesn't really have to worry about that. It's mostly just Tracer charging up their ult as well as just getting some damage consistently in. Hey, Kriv, what's up? Of course, when I missed the draft, it's Chromie Tracer Vikings game. What's up, Kriv? Thanks for coming by, bud. I hope you're having a good day. I got pizza today and thought of you. It was nothing special, but I got pizza today and I thought of you. Pushing through mid lane. No camp still. Very, very healthy. Going to take out one, and they're going to take out the second. Now they're going to be able to de-push this. Now, they did grab the camp fairly early there, so we should have, yeah, exactly, 30-some seconds. I believe it should be the exact same on the right-hand side, so maybe look to see these teams split off in a few just to go ahead and grab those camps. Garrosh trying to get another Groundbreaker. They're sitting at 5 out of the 15 stacks for that Warbreaker. Chromie's sitting at 10 out of the 40. Genji actually going to be going down in the top lane. Excuse me. The Nexus Force is being a little too aggressive right there. I want pizza. I have honestly wanted pizza for like 2 weeks straight, and I finally went and got it today. A lot of good damage coming out onto Fury here. Time traps going out from Zergling as well. That's a good way to just zone this entire area. Actually going to be going for the Andhoral Anomaly. Probably said that wrong. Good damage coming out from Chromie consistently. If they can get that extra clone, that'll be big for them. They did take the Saiyans, or excuse me, once again for the first time at level 1, but Collusion gonna get tossed and thrown, and that will be a kill over to the members of Looking for Work. And now they travel out a little bit further, looking for Hosty here. Good damage on the Droplets. They back right out of their 7 talent tier. We also do have camps up and available, but look at this Eric so swift and so brave. If they have enough stacks on this Eric, they're gonna steal this away before they even get to it, and Greymane not quick enough. They get that camp. That's huge for the members of the Lost Boys. Being able to take that off the map is a big, big deal. I heard a wait skill for the bathroom online and realized that it's not so. Oh no, Kaleo. Hold on, we have droplets actually going to be able to get right out of there. We still have this point up and available. Good fire stomp coming out. Hosty taking some damage, but they get that pulse round out. They're trying to get the kill onto Fury. It's not happening. You can see that there's these time traps are zoning so many members away. They know that they're out there. They just don't want to get too close to them. Blaze trying to get the backline charge into one member, but it's not going to work out. Having to drop the Pyromania. Also, the Serpentine right there, just to make sure they don't get hit by Chromie, and that's going to be Tyrande getting smushed right there. That root to follow up afterwards is absolutely huge. This is just going to be camp. Oh, Temporal Loop coming out. A little early on the combo there as the self-cleanse came out. I think that was Garrosh. They've just popped the Indomitable. I actually did not catch it, but I can only assume. It's National Burrito Day, chat. And I ate a burrito yesterday. It's so sad. Just awful. I had a pizza earlier this week. Individual DiGiorno. Ooh, very good. I made. What kind of pizza? I mean, pineapple's fine. You can eat pineapple. I'm a big person about eat what you want to eat, and if it's not the pizza that's going in your mouth, then don't complain about other people's toppings. Yeah. That's what I just didn't hear the actual sound cue for Indomitable, but Collusion taking a lot of damage here. Going to go ahead and get knocked up. Fury taking a lot themselves, has to back out, maybe has the well up and available. That will be happening. Genji diving into the backline. God does find that kill onto Collusion, and now they're trying to chase out for this Genji. We actually have 2 fights breaking out, and they're just continuing to chase for this. That's going to be the pulse round going out. Genji not able to survive. That is going to be the body thrown across the map, and 10s are also going to be here for both sides. Bottom lane still getting pushed in. Top lane still very healthy. Go ahead and actually take a peek at that top lane right now, as Talking Trees is going to be having that Baylog up there, but they're going to play in this bush over here as they know that there's going to be someone for the clear. Mid lane is already gone, and bottom lane just got cleared out. Oh, I thought I was... Can we please not talk about foods? This is the guy who mentioned pineapple. Razor Siphon to Talking Trees, the disengage from Casanova, and we have Cattle coming up here. They don't have a Shadow Charge into a wall, overpower for the second stun there. Lightning Breath for the slow to come in, that's going to be the Pulsar Arm out as well, and they get the pick onto Greymane. Huge play coming out from the Lost Boys in that big rotation. That it's also going to be Olaf going down. We do see Eric knocked out as well. We didn't talk about 10 talents, so let's go ahead and do that, because we do see play of the game, not play of the game, play it again for the Vikings here. They'll be going ahead and coming back into top lane. They'll spread themselves out. We have the Tranquility from the Malfurion for that Silence. Warlord's Challenge on that Garrosh. Go for the throat for the Greymane to maybe pick off a few more Vikings. Dragon Blade for the Genji, not going for the X-Strike. So not going to have that iframe in a sense, but either way. Let's go ahead and we'll see what the siege in the mid lane is going to be looking like, as it's going to be opened up a little bit. They do have the camps popping up in a few here. Swabsungoo does need to back off. Owner is Lexio 69. I mean, that one. I don't know where Zap Rainy is. Thank you so much, Kaleo. Alright, let's go ahead and show some of the damage numbers here. 12 to 12 in levels. We have Genji rotating back in from the top lane. Camp going to be pushed in, not going to be stolen away by the Vikings this time. I wonder if they have enough stacks to go ahead and grab the right side, or if they're going to be needing to actually utilize a couple heroes for that. Swabsungoo getting caught out a little bit in that, but they don't get knocked out. Warlord's Challenge goes out onto one. Lunar Flare to connect. That's Collusion getting picked off right away. Now Hosty going to be maneuvering around here. That is going to be the bunker just ending, and that's also the Dragon Blade. They dive onto Hosty. Recall is going to be used as well. They're into this backline, in this bush over here. They end up just rotating back to the left. Casanova looking for them. That's going to be the roll away disengage. They might find them in this corner. Tracer blinks, and they just run right into the tower. Nexus Force is stealing away the kill right there. Prison Camp's opening up, but here is the nice play that's going to be coming out from the members of Looking for Work. They got a couple kills, so they're going to go ahead and grab this boss that'll push through bottom lane. Hey, Zangaju, how's it going? Thanks for coming by, bud. And I'm doing wonderful. Got some awesome games. We got a best of 5 right in front of us since game number 1. We have Groundbreaker going to be finished right there. They have the toss onto Cattle. That will be the follow-up Lunar... oh my god. I keep wanting to say Lunar Blaze, but that's the actual talent itself. That's going to be the Lunar Flare. There we go. Time traps are up and available. There's like this minefield of time traps, and none of them going to be activated. There they go. They pop one. Will catch the Tyrande for a second. Sentinel does go out. Talking Trees on that Balog trying to back out just fine, but bottom fort will be going down. Meanwhile, check it out. We have the siege camp stolen away again by Talking Trees. That will get some mid lane siege that will need to be addressed at a point, but here's the thing. Bottom lane still has a very healthy boss. Sub 10 minutes. But we actually have Cattle just zoning in this front here, just trying to work their way out, just trying not to fight behind the gate this entire time. Chromie will be able to dump out that damage, sitting at 32 stacks from that level 1 questing talent. But here's the overall benefit is that this mid lane got worked out a little bit, and this is going to be the gate already kind of taken down. They have no way to heal that up, and Talking Trees is trying to get the clear onto these defenders, but that's going to be Casanova with the dive. They get the kill. Chromie goes ahead and throws out a few more time traps, and we actually have good route going onto Fury right there. Nothing else for now. Hosty gonna dive out a little bit. Dropless taking some damage. Blaze just gonna try and push out mid lane a little bit more. 16 talent tier, a level off. Not too far off, honestly, for both these teams. The good thing to note here, or I guess one thing to note, I guess you could just say, is that with Bribe, it actually does lower the cooldown on the siege camp. So by stealing this away, it will pop up faster. It did get cleared out. We did see how much damage it did right there, but with that, it allows Casanova to go ahead and grab this. That is going to be Balog going down, but they turn around and they almost... Oh, they do get the Garrosh right there. Balog for a Garrosh might not have been worth it, as they also do close that experience gap quite a bit. Dark Khmer with the Sentinel to try and get the interrupt, but unfortunately, Cattle's going to be eating that. Now it's going to be the wait game until they can get Garrosh back. They've got 30 seconds on this camp and 20 on Garrosh. That gives them about 10 seconds to rotate in and deny this. They're going to be trying right now. They'll flank from Blaze here into the backline. Collusion seems to be the target typically, but that will be the Temporal Loop coming out. That's going to be the Cleanse coming out as well. No damage. Oh, no kill onto Casanova, but the damage is definitely there as they get the kill onto Greymane. Blaze with the bunker as well. Hosty able to just get that blink right forward. And now the camp has been stopped at 18 seconds. Garrosh will be back, but Greymane's down for another 29. Lunar Flare going to be coming out as well. Droplet's going to be chased here. They have that deflect. They do just stop attacking. Now Hosty moving on in, trying to whittle them down further. Fury going to be walking in as well. Going to be taking a little bit upfront damage. Warlord's Challenge and the toss on to Hosty. That will be Tracer going down as they have the Swift Strike through. Follow up Swift Strike trying to get another. That will also be the jump from Talking Trees, who has the slow from the Blaze. That will be the time trap. Gonna lock down Cattle there. Looking for the follow-up toss. That's going to be 2 fights taking place on the right and left here. They're trying to get this kill onto Cattle because if they can remove the souls in Diablo, that'll be extremely beneficial. Tyrande will actually go down to one of the Vikings right there. That's going to be actually a little Eric So Swift So Brave, and they're still trying to get the kill onto Cattle, who gets thrown over by the tower, and I think they know that that's their death, so they go down to the Nexus forces. With that Diablo ripped of souls and Tracer back in a couple seconds, they're not able to move too quickly into this. Also, mid lane is still being pressured out as 16s are here for both teams. Whew. We also do have, once again, the first time, that's going to be a hard talent to remember, was completed by Zergling, so they do have that increased echo location, so they can throw out more Sandblast. You can see there's 1, 2, now you have the Chromie that's rotating around. They've set themselves up around this point to get the maximum amount of damage to start out here. We do still have the Vikings soaking and pushing up through this top lane. Talking Trees with that Balog. The smile at the end. The smile right at the end is too good. Groundbreaker goes out. Slows her there in that oil slick. Chromie still throwing out that damage. Let's go ahead and actually pull away the talents. Talking Trees, you see them rotating over here. I think they might be trying to go for a steal under the camp. No, I think they're going to be trying to go for this prison camp itself. Charge goes over. They need someone to stay over there to get rid of those little guards to take care of that. Silence goes out from Collusion. I don't think it connected onto Benny. Lightning Breath out from Cattle here. They still have the charge in their favor. That will be Temporal Loop, but here's the thing. That does get canceled out by the bunker from Blaze. They're trying to keep them interrupted. 2.5 seconds onto this, and now they have the stall, and I think that will be the stop for now on both sides. Warlord's Challenge comes out. They have Tracer going down. That's going to be Greymane trying to get another kill, and Cattle is very low. They go down as well. Soulless Diablo, but they get the Greymane in the end. That will be Dropless taking a lot of damage. Talking Trees trying to get this Eric to get the kill, not connecting. And we have a reset on these points. Absolutely insane, the back and forth between these two teams. They're trying to pull the minions away so they can get the channel onto this, but they need to move quick. They need to, someone needs to channel this. I know, well, I guess it's maybe Zergling is sitting there. They don't want to get hit with all of that, but I think actually they end up stealing it away regardless, with Eric, who's so swift and so brave, will go down for the team, but they still get the objective. That's the big thing on top of all of that. Reaver minions in bottom, every periodic wave or every third wave. Vikings are kind of obnoxious, absolutely. Let's actually go ahead and take a peek at the experience they've just trickled in here. Just a mere 26 or near 26,000, you know. So between Garrosh, Greymane, Tyrande, and Genji, they still don't add up for as much as Vikings have done. Just between those 4 players. They make up for it in the department of the Blaze, though. Like, that's, you can see right there, 17,000 coming out from that Blaze. So much value. Whew. Top lane push. Mid lane is actually going to be saved for now. Top lane does go down. Bottom lane should be going down as well, as that's still going to be Talking Trees with that Baylog, as well as the objective pushing right there. Warlord's Challenge on to 1. They get the Chromie here. That's a big play. Now the silence comes out. Actually, it's going to be canceled before it is actually even used. Casanova diving forward. That will be the dash as well. Greymane gets 1 kill. Now they look for Cattle here. Soulless Diablo, once again, they will go down. They looking for Talking Trees. Toss onto Hosty. That will be the recall, but here's the thing. Swabs Magoo is right there. Slows, and that's the kill into Tracer. Bottom lane does go down, and that will be the objective ending. That is a lot of kills in favor for looking for work. So go ahead and try and grab this top lane boss. Talking Trees is going to provide some vision for the friendly team. This point right here. That's just so ridiculous. This will be boss picked up. 20 talent tier in favor for the members of Looking for Work. And we once again, I was watching that Baylog, Talking Trees, little B-step as well from Baylog. They end up stealing away the camp with Bribe, which is huge for them because they still, I hate you. That is so, Talking Trees has been an absolute nightmare to deal with. And the thing is, here's the thing. So Bribe, this camp is going to be down already to 17 seconds where they can pick it up again. They won't have another Bribe for it, but still stealing that away is just absolutely annoying to deal with. Talking Trees is going to be running around with this Eric here. Looks like they'll just back out with that. Now they do have the scout onto this bottom lane. This is a boss still pushing up into top. They're not responding, so it looks like they definitely want to fight over this. Chromie ticket. Blessing of the Bronze. Okay, let's go ahead and see what kind of value that's going to get for the team. Warlord's Challenge goes on to 1. They're just whittling down Chromie. They get the toss, and she goes down. Now they're going to be chasing a little bit further. Boss still pushing in through top lane. Collusion is going to get the blink forward. They have the silence out as well. Just the blink forward was the bigger factor for them here. Greymane dives forward, gets rooted. Now they just turn around as they just say, you know what, Chromie's down for 50. Let's go ahead and try and get another, let's try and pick up the boss here. This is back and forth. Now they're trying to re-engage. Root does go out. Bit of a bad spot for Swabs Magoo. They're able to get that jet propulsion. Oh, that's going to be the recall from Hosty. They take so much damage and they will go down as well. We do see a Viking getting lost as well. And now Genji just swift striking around. Droplets popping off. Will go ahead and use that Dragon Becomes Me. Get a few kills as now they move in through bottom lane. They take out the keep. Boss did get cleared in top. Objective will be up soon. Question is, do they try and end, or I think they're going to be trying to win through boss, or win through objective, or at least back off and grab boss. Mid lane fort still up, in ruin, but still definitely up. They could do they could steal their camp as they've been doing to them with this time down, but it seems like it's just going to be the rotation for the objective. Droplets will be going over. No, the lost toxicities. Olaf is going to get picked off in top lane here, and actually, let's go ahead and take a peek at what those So the Vikings have died 2.75 times. Bribing one of them. I think they probably know that they're on this point. It's a little too late, though. I think they're going to be able to steal this out. That will be the camp going over for the first time in favor for looking for work in this game. Late game objective here is extremely powerful. Just going to have to see what kind of value they're going to get. Lunar Flare goes out. That will be the root as well. Warlord's Challenge connects us on top of all of that. We have Cattle with the Hellgate to get right out of there. Silence connects onto quite a few, but they're not able to pick up any other kills just yet, or any kills to begin with. Now that's going to be Tyrande getting focused. Fury is going to be slow. That's also going to be the Lightning Breath coming out, and they make it out alive for now, but that will be the Tyrande getting completely knocked out as Tracer gets taken out by the Greymane. Bottom lane getting pushed in here. They've managed to back him out. This also will be camp over in their favor for now. I don't know if they're going to be able to turn this around and bring it back, but 8 seconds on that right-hand side. If they could maybe make a sneak for it, that's the play. I'm not sure. Diablo sitting over in this bush, setting up for a flank already if they do try and come in through this pinch point here. Fury going to take the long rotation. Collusion sitting out as well. Talking Trees just dealing with the guards. And they charge it. Oh, wait, Root comes out as well. Cattle still sitting in the bush. Droplets is going in, but now that's going to be Diablo appearing out of nowhere. They have the time trap onto one. Temporal Loop going to be coming out here. There's no combo that goes out as the Indomitable is used. Toss goes out from Fury as well. Droplet's going to get hit once, but he uses a Swift Strike just to disengage. This camp still being charged over in favor for the members of the Lost Boys, and Garrosh does go down. Chromie gonna, I thought I saw a Hearth come out, but I think that might have been completely wrong. Either way, charge goes over, and that will be another camp in favor for the Lost Boys. See if they're able to push in beyond the keeps, or if they're just going to get some front gates with this. The lanes are fairly well pushed up. Top lane not included, but bottom lane is past the midway point. And there's at least even pressure from the Reaver minions in all lanes. It's only keeps up and available for both teams. Excuse me. They have lost a keep on the side of Lost Boys as well for that bottom lane. Now, mid lane pressure. Bottom is the Chromie and the Malfurion. I'm just gonna get the clear into the mid easy. Seems like bottom is gonna be the choice play as they want to even out the Reaver pressure from the keep being down on their side. It's probably their best lane to stack up as well, as they've got a lot of these archers really spread out across the lane. Talking Tree is going to be coming in to join the friendly team. That will be the Temporal Loop going to be coming out onto one. Droplets taking a lot of damage. That will be Diablo with the Hellgate forward. Doesn't connect onto many there. That also will be the Indomitable used by Fury trying to step up, try to get the toss. That will be the Warlord Challenge as well. They're burning down Diablo. They do go down. No souls available, and now they try and turn this around. Droplets diving in with that Dragon becomes me silence out from Collusion. They do go down as well, and that's going to be that Olaf down. Little Eric, or excuse me, Chromie's model is so small I keep thinking it's Eric, but oof. Good team, Kaleo. Core is going to go ahead and clear out the objective here, but once again, the members of Lost Boys have tried to push in with the objective for an end, or at least a lot of value, and they do get it. They get a top lane keep and a bottom lane, but they end up wiping their majority team, and this is going to give boss to double boss pressure over in favor forward looking for work. And with this bottom lane, it's really powerful. They will stagger out, or at least try to stagger out a Viking death, as Eric is able to just get their swift feet right out of there. Eric still goes down regardless, because I believe Genji was sharking out for them. Droplet's going to be able to find that. They do want to push out this wave a little bit faster, so they'll go ahead and just get a Swift Strike through right there. You can see that. They get the clear as well. Toss from the Garrosh just to land into the minion wave for a faster clear. Boss stepping up here. They will have everyone up and available for this defense. This could be a little risky, but they do want to end here on the side of looking for work. 23 minutes. I'm pretty disappointed we didn't get to see go for the throat upgrade at 20 for Greymane. I'm a little surprised by that, I'm not gonna lie. Because with the Vikings, that is absolutely ridiculous, the value. Maybe they just the Hunter Blunderbuss, I believe it is just a little bit more powerful right there, and they just want that value. But now they're going to be going in for the core. That will be the boss pushing in, as well as the Lightning Breath out from Diablo. Groundbreaker goes out. That's going to be the core, falling to about 50%, but it's still fairly healthy here. Bunker comes out as well. This boss is going to be getting low. Blaze with the charge in. They have the slam on the ground. Tracer does go down. We currently have Olaf out as well, but they turn around and get a kill onto Greyman. It's a lot of their damage, and that is going to be game number 1 going over to the members of Looking for Work. GG. Well played. Hello everyone and welcome back to Heroes Lounge. This is an S Division matchup, which means it's going to be best of 5. We are entering our second map here, Battlefield of Eternity. We currently have 1 game up in favor for the members of Looking for Work. The Lost Boys trailing behind, trying to make their way into this best of 5 series. Let's go ahead, take a peek at what the map bans and how far we progressed so far with all of that information. On the left, Looking for Work is the home team, so they banned out Sky Temple. Volsky Foundry was banned out by the Lost Boys, as they do not want to deal with those Triglav Protectors. First map was Alterac Pass, chosen by Looking for Work, and they won that. Lost Boys opted for first pick in game number 2, so Battlefield of Eternity is going to be chosen by Looking for Work. That's where we're going to be heading for the second match. Let's get into this draft here, as we do have a Zeratul ban once again. What do we see from the members of Looking for Work? Do we see any Hanzo priority? Do we see any Greymane priority from either of these teams? Are they looking to take out anything for that Immortal burn? Or are we just going to be seeing Zeratul bans, Diablo bans, Joanna? Looks like we're going to have Medivh out once again. Looks like it appears to me that there's a Medivh player who it is not something they want to deal with on the side of Looking for Work, or just Medivh in general, because at 20, Medivh can start cheating, and that's not very fair. Hey, Ghost Bear Hots, how you doing? Let's see here. Zeratul. Do we see the Maiev ban, or do we see a Hanzo priority or a Genji? Hey, Ghost Bear! Thank you so much for the 100 bits. And I see. Looking for Work took map number 1. I'm glad to see you cheering. Hero Physio, thanks for coming by as well. I appreciate that, bud. Ghosty Pog. What do you mean? What is Ghost Bear doing here? Ghost Bear's a great person to hang out here. Everyone's allowed in this chat. Also, Ghost Bear, cool chat. We are going to be having the Maiev banned out and the Avatar. Same bans from map number 1. We go ahead and get into this. You alright, bud? You're freaking out right now. You're just going back and forth. There's probably a bear outside. That would make sense. Why you're freaking out. Someone did tell me that they saw one this morning when I went on a walk. Hey! Hog. Wait, what is this, Kaleo? Hold on. Oh, something went wrong with that clip. No. Oh, hold on. I need to hear this audio. 1 second. I apologize. Information. Bandit has to... No, because I let him out right before we start stream. That's what I always do. I always let him out right before stream so that he doesn't have to. Also, Rob Christie, what's up? Thanks for coming by. Is Misha outside? Misha could be outside. Alrighty. Watching Hots? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, Diablo, Hanzo, Ana on the side of the Lost Boys. They do have that Immortal burn with the Hanzo. Ana very good with the Stimdrun, or even the American Sniper, as someone was calling it last night, with the Eye of Horus. Even then, nano boosted. Diablo with the Lightning Breath is terrifying. We'll see if that's the play here. We do have the same 1-2 punched out from Looking for Work to Ronda Garrosh. Chromie, though. Did the clip work okay? Yeah, it did. It did. Thank you, Kaleo. That was very good. This is why I need Cat Peach, because, like, her and I have figured out when each other person needs to burp. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's all because of Bush League. Because we would be drinking beverages. And yeah, and so like there would be like a moment where like I think you could hear each other's voices going up a little bit, and then just like the other one would jump in right away. So either way, we have our ban phases coming out. Hammer not going to be playing in this game either. This is actually, oddly enough, a great Hammer map, as she can just post up and is really annoying to deal with. Ana is an Egyptian though. I don't know about that. Wait, what? Oh, because the sniper joke. I get you. Yeah. I don't know. That was just what someone was saying, just because the Eye of Horus. Reset combo, though, going to be coming out from Li Ming, as well as that Greymane setup right there. Bush League teaches you things? It does teach you things, Hero Physio. It teaches you a lot of things. Just came in to check out my favorite part of the stream, Hero Shearbot. I washed up streamer. Why you do this to me? It has shown up, though. It definitely has shown up. I like this. I like this a lot. Ooh. Lucio. Boostio. It's a double support, but it's like, I'm assuming it's like an aggressive Lucio here. So they have the Ana for a little extra healing. Malthael to rip some souls and do some percentage-based damage into that Imperius in the solo lane. I don't know. I kind of like the draft of Looking for Work a little bit more. The double support is good, but I'm not sure if it's going to get the value they're looking for. I feel like they needed a little bit of mage damage. I don't know. I don't know. Not sold on it. All right, I fixed things. There we go. I fixed it. It's got a little title now. Damage Lucio? I don't like, that's my best guess. That is my honest best guess as we're loading in here what it would be doing. Hosty on Lucio? Yeah, that is actually, that's what it shows on the loading screen. Too strange. Hey, we're about to see something new. Wash does have a point. This is nothing compared to the MS5. Yeah, that is true. Multiple Smiles 5 support draft yesterday. That is nothing compared to that. But let's go ahead. Let's get into this. We got ourselves a game number 2. On the left-hand side, we will have the members of Looking for Work. Looking for a win. Swabs Magoo on that Malthael, Fury on the Garrosh, Droplets on the Li Ming, Dark Chimera will be on that Tyrande, and Casanova rounding out the team on Greymane. On the right-hand side, we have the Lost Boys, with Zergling going to be on the Imperius. We have Talking Trees on the Hanzo. Cattle will be on the Diablo. Hosty going to be on that Lucio, as we noted before, in Collusion, playing the Ana. Does Bandit have a Twitter? He does not. Wait, look at all that reverse amp value, though. Was I the one casting 5 healer game yesterday? I did cast it. I did do. I forget about these things. Did the 5 supports win? You'll have to go back and find out yourself. Oh, yeah. Washed up streamer, yeah, it's yeah. Heroes should be oh my god. I'm done looking at you, chat. Talking about Hero Sharebot. Alrighty. They do have decent they have low wave clear, but they also do have Exploding Arrow from Hanzo at level 4 if they do go into that. Typically we do see the oh my god, Fury taking so much damage. They're actually diving out here. That will be the kill, and first blood over to the side of the Lost Boys. The Talking Trees, I've seen some Hanzos actually opt for that level 4 Exploding Arrow on this map and just not going for the is it cooldown? Yeah, because you need 7 for the serrated arrows. Never Outmatched is level 4. And Never Outmatched, I believe, gives you the cooldown reduction hitting enemy heroes. This back and forth Hearth game is so insane. Is there a Twitter for dogs? Woofer? Man, just... Oh, Kaleo. Kato gonna get harassed a little bit here in this bottom lane, and they're just gonna be able to walk right out. Let's go ahead and take a peek into the top lane as we do have Zergling and Swabs Magoo battling it out. This seems like it's going to be a pretty even matchup. No one really winning too far over. We do have this bottom lane. I'm watching minimap, and I'm seeing them just go back and forth over this point, and no one really opting for the camp just yet. Hosty riding along on this wall just to get that slam as quickly as they can, or at least just get that extra damage out, but they're going to be eating some of those orbs from Li Ming, which is a lot of damage that Lucio needs to heal up. Nice Groundbreaker, though, coming out from Fury. That Warbreaker stacking up fairly quickly with 7 stacks on that 15 questing. Wasn't even that good. I don't know why, but it got me. It definitely got me. I don't know, just out of left field. I wasn't expecting it. Zergling and Swabs Magoo, once again. It looks like they're just giving each other time to push out the lane, and then the other one just backs out and clears out the lane. So, yeah. Swabs Magoo, are you going to go? They're going to be going for the camp. Imperius should know that they're going to be here. as they just basically walked straight up from them. Lucio joining in as well. Swab's it's a little risky here. They do see the invade coming in. That will be the Celestial Charge. Hosty getting the damage out. They have the boost, and I don't think Swabs will be able to live through this knockback as well. They get by the towers, a couple hundred health. That's going to be another Soul Rip. Imperious with the Celestial Charge forward. They end up going down. They don't make it through the gate. Starve, Lunar Flare coming out onto Zergling. Dive out from Greymane. Casanova trying to get the trade at least. Healing and Biotic Grenade coming out from Collusion. And they save the Imperious. Maltheo goes down, another death in favor for the members of the Lost Boys as it pushes them a little bit further along in the experience. Bottom lane, or I guess bottom zone, Immortal a little weakened here. It looks like they got a little damage onto that. Top lane does have some pressure that is amounted quite a bit, and they're trying to siege in with this a little bit with Zergling. Casanova and Dark Khmer doing their best to push this back. Poor fella got bullied out of his lunch money. It's just, yeah, just chasing that Maltheo right in front of his gate and then killing him right there as he just almost gets right out of there. Maltheo is back, though. We do have the halfway mark. That will be the Lunar Flare coming out. They dive it onto Casanova. Good burst onto that player, but this is the turnaround. Fury looking for an angle just to try to get over to their friendly side. They have a nice Groundbreaker coming out as well. Overpower. Toss goes out onto Cattle. They start the dive onto them. Li Ming and Greymane trying to get the value here. Lunar Flare goes out, but they don't find the kill. Zergling now the next target, and they're very low on mana. They're going to be going down. Cattle on the other side of this wall, just going to get some Fire Stomps to try and heal up a little bit faster. That's the best way Diablo can get that value. You have this Immortal. I'm just going to be sitting on this for now. Greymane does go over to the left-hand side. Once they see that health numbers going down, they know that they can go in on this, and they're just going to try and poke out here and there. Charge in from Cattle. Sleep Dart does go out. Gets 2. Talking Trees is back, and they're going to have to use the agility right over the wall right away. We actually do have the Never Outmatch from them, so they do get that cooldown reduction in these situations. Collusion so very low, will need some healing. Lucio going to be rejoining the team at some point, but here's the thing, Hosty's getting some value here, knocking them back in to the fray of things in a sense, and that Garrosh in a bit of a bad spot. The Boostio from Lucio is going to be able to get the Tyrande kill. Fury able to walk out, but I don't think that's going to be living. Lucio gets another kill. Aggressive Lucio is killing it. Fetches a retweet. And if you use another dog, but oh, okay. Kaleo, there's a specific set of Twitter I would rather not have these ideas. Oh my god. No game sounds. Oh my god. My apologies. There we go. I got you, Rob Christie. Sorry about that. I didn't know that there were no game sounds. Sorry on that one. I just saw that one message. Either way, we do have the Indomitable coming out from Garrosh. You see it with the reverse amp here. They're trying to chase in a little bit, and that's going to be the bottom lane fort going down. Pushing further, though. They've got half of the health on this first Immortal, still walking in with the 6 minutes into the game. It still is a little, it's powerful. It's not scaled up as we get those late game ones, but regardless, they're going to be opening up this front gate. They're going to try and push in a little harder. A little damage coming out from the Li Ming, and now they back out. Lunar Flare connecting. Groundbreaker going to be getting that. Reverse amp from the Lucio trying to get out of here. I mean, this is some aggressive Lucio, and it's actually working out pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other numbers. Whew. We do have Swabs and Goo. Going to be pushing up that top lane a little bit more. We have also Zergling clearing out the top lane, and now Siege Camp in this bottom. Invade coming in. Talking Trees does announce it with the scatter arrow right there. They're looking for an entrance onto this droplet's going to be having some of these poke from this angle, but Hosty is completely denying that with this Lucio just going back and forth. They do get to this point, and they do take the camp. But it's a little bit of a risky spot because typically Li Mings are able to get a lot of easy value and aren't harassed too much. But the Hosty on this Lucio is just so it's just so quick with the wall rides as well as just getting that extra damage out. Like, it's surprising how much value Hosty's getting for the friendly team. They do go for the aggressive rotation here. Do they steal away? I think they're gonna, yeah. They'll be able to steal away the Bruiser camp, and top lane is going to be available. But I gotta say, the members of the Lost Boys are looking really strong and starting to turn up the heat a bit here. I'm not gonna lie. 10s have been hit on their side. They have the Apocalypse. Nano boost for the Ana. It's gonna be onto like Lucio? Lucio does have high 5. Like, who are they nano boosting? It's not Diablo. It's not Imperius. Not Hanzo. Is it Lucio? Lucio nano boost? Is this a new thing? I don't know. Pretty much the normal. Hold on, a lot of damage on to Fury here. That will be the Celestial Charge getting the lockdown. Indomitables used. They now are going to be getting the healing over from that Lucio and Ana as well. They move in. Fury taking a lot themselves. They need to get healed up here. Zergling trying to find the entry. It's nice arrow from Hanzo. Overpower, and that's going to be the Apocalypse going out, but no connection. Fury is going to be going down. Warlord's Challenge buying a little bit of time. Angelic Armaments are going to be out as well. Curse Bullet connects, but Malthael goes down. Now the Angelic Armaments are just turned, and they go straight onto the Immortal here. Top lane does have a Shaman camp as well. I was going to say it had the Siege camp, but that gets cleared out by that. Oof. Hanzo indeed. Hanzo getting so much value in this game. 22,000 hero damage. Li Ming still ahead, but still Hanzo just wrecking through everyone's face with the damage that they're able to produce, as well as the scatter arrows are quite the nuisance here. Top lane going to be cleared out by Li Ming, and now we have, hold on, a brawl breaking out before they go in. This is going to be a lot of damage going out onto the cattle. They're able to walk out. Malthael trying to rip some souls. They have the last rights go up, but I don't think it's going to be low enough, and they do survive. All souls on that Diablo. If they had lost it there, that would have been a bad time. That is going to also be the Celestial Charge onto Fury. They're trying to chase this. Reverse amp. They find the kill. Hanzo over the wall. Talking Tree is going to be just chasing here, and that will be the Immortal taking down the gate. Health is still fairly high on this thing, as it still has its shielding as well, so it'll be attacking from that ranged distance. A little bit of damage out from droplets does get sidestepped by the members of Lost Boys, and this is just going to be top lane fort going down. The Lost Boys, big momentum on map number 2 here. See what they're able to do with this. This Immortal's still fairly healthy. They've got a little bit of an advantage over the enemy team by that level lead right there. They could pick up 13s within this push and maybe try and siege in harder. Nice double Celestial Charge. They also Warlord Challenge as well. Arrow coming up from that Hanzo. Reverse amp from the Lucio. Are they going to be able to get a little extra damage as they find the Angelic Armament target onto droplets? Immortal moves in. That's going to be the Overpower as well as the Apocalypse. They focus on Garrosh. They take them down. Fury out of this game for 22 seconds here, as that will be the Immortal taking down the top lane keep. Hosty doing their best to help out, and that will be top lane keep going down. 13s are here. They move in. Celestial Charge onto Greymane. Casanova goes down, and with 2 staggered deaths, this is not the spot you want to be on the side of looking for work. We have the Lost Boys finding their way onto this core, and they're just sieging into this. The shielding is gone. Immortal does drop. Last Rites goes out onto 1. Swabs and Goose so very low themselves. That's going to be Zergling getting so low, and they go down, and now the Lost Boys are a bit in an awkward spot as they need to make this retreat here. Trying to make this core rush at 78%, 77%. One more little projectile came out from the Hosty, just getting some extra damage in here. And actually, like, let's take a peek. Hosty's hero damage as a support is 16,000. Currently rivaling Garrosh's on the other team. Hosty in a bit of a bad spot. Going to also get right out of there. Ow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that Lucio to win. Or survive, realistically. Win is a different word. This Lucio is definitely showing that the rework has completely changed his style. Has absolutely changed his style. I don't know that, Frank. I really don't know that. I think the major difference is that it's going to be it's just the range damage. I'd have to look or watch or something. I don't know. I'll try and keep an eye out if we get another one here. We do have the Bruiser camp going to be picked up on the right-hand side, or at least tried to pick it up. Fight's going to break out. Huge Apocalypse connects onto 1. Now they turn over onto Ronda. Curse Bullet comes out. They're trying to turn this kill around, but it's going to be the Warlord's Challenge from Fury. That's going to be the Nano Boost onto the Imperius, who's getting so much damage out. The Angelic Armament goes out, and that will be Malthael also going down to the Hanzo. They turn back over to onto this camp. Hosty taking a lot of damage, getting the wall right around. That's going to be Zergling with the Impale, but they don't have anything else to follow this up. Looks like Zergling's able to do it themselves as they're getting tossed around onto this keep, and I don't know if they're going to be able to survive through this. They are for now. That's going to be Zergling getting some good healing. Celestial Charge out of there, but the Nexus Force is too strong. This is going to be also the camp they just picked up, pushing in through bottom lane. Immortals are up as well. Hanzo can rotate off to the side. You actually see that happening right now. Some of the team pushing out this lane a little bit more, and they also have top lane to deal with at the exact same time. IDK, what I'm curious? Well, we'll be able to find out in just a minute, because one of these teams is about to win over an Immortal. Death timers are still decently low, and everyone is back up, and they're trying to chase in for this. Big advantage of the raid mode is it's harder for the enemies to engage, leading to slower clear. Yep. That is the hard part, because it is at a ranged mode. You can't step up and get the burn onto it, because the enemy team is typically sitting around it. But the question is, does it attack faster in the ranged mode, or the same as in melee? I want to say it's same, but I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. They're going for a bit of a race at this point between the two teams, it seems, or at least they're just trying to poke this out on the side of the Lost Boys, and they're going for the straight burn on the side of looking for work. Now we have the toss go out. That is going to be the groundbreaker as well. A huge arrow from Hanzo. That's going to be everything used right here. Apocalypse comes out as well, not connecting onto many. Triple impale with the Celestial Charge. Warlord's challenge goes out. They do get the Angelic Armaments out. Another Celestial Charge to connect, and they're just trying to get this kill. Garrosh does go down. Swabs would go a little bit low, but they get the last rights, and that does rip the soul of Diablo. Will be losing all their stacks, and now Droplets and friends need to back out, and they will be able to walk through that gate. They do have catapults in top lane needing to be dealt with, and this Immortal. Wiki says it's the same. I mean, yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, I can agree where you'd be like, oh, does it change? Because, like, for example, look at Towers of Doom. Towers of Doom at the 12-minute mark, all of the forts get upgraded from forts to keeps. When you get the centered teleportation tunnel type thingy. Hold on, Overpower coming out onto Dark Chimera. A lot of good damage going to be there as well. Lunar Blaze going to be finished from them. Extended range, but Lucio, Boostio, going to be trying to get that kill and does find it, and they make it out alive themselves. Warlord's challenge onto Zergling, and they get absolutely shredded right there. 1-for-1 trade. As we go ahead and have this Immortal pushing in, let's actually go ahead and just take a peek at this. All right, so it's doing 802 currently. Let's see what happens. Well, if it actually drops in, if it loses a shield, Li Ming is going to be going down here. That will also be Garrosh as well. And still in the range mode, but the Last Rites goes out. Talking Trees doesn't go down. This is going to be the Immortal focused by the core. And I swear I just saw its attack speed in this top left change. Oh no, it's just the attack range. Okay, so the attack speed I think is still 0.5 seconds. But that is going to be game number 2. Over to looking for work. GG. Well played. On that chat. Welcome back, everyone, to Heroes Lounge. I am your caster, Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of Looking for Work. And on the right, it is going to be the Lost Boys. This is a Division S matchup, so it is a best-of-5 series. We've got our game number 3 here. We're going to Dragonshire, and it's up 1 for both. So we've got ourselves a little bit of a back and forth, I guess you can say. But let's actually focus in really quickly on the map bans and picks and all of that stuff so far. The home team this week was Looking for Work, so they went ahead and banned out Sky Temple. Well, Sky Foundry was banned out by the members of the Lost Boys. Map number 1 was chosen by Looking for Work. They chose Alterac Pass and won that. Battlefield of Eternity was chosen by them for game number 2 as well, and they took a loss. They opted for first pick for game number 3. The Lost Boys have chosen to take us to Dragonshire. Let's get back into our draft as we have, once again, Medivh, Abathur, and Zeratul ban? So far, yes. These teams, they just don't like these specific heroes. I don't blame them. I really don't blame them whatsoever. Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and take out that Zeratul, as they do not want to deal with that. First pick wise, this is going to be a little bit of a different setup than we've seen so far for Looking for Work. Do they still opt for that Garrosh in the beginning, or are they going to be taking the Diablo themselves? This is Dragonshire, so there's a high priority on to dive and mobility. Maybe they opt for that Anub'arak right at the start here. It's a little annoying to deal with, especially with those beetles I had noted before. Ana still the high priority. Going to be going over to Looking for Work. Cho'Gall? Calling it, Cho'Gall. That's it. Right there. Boom. Let's see though. We do have this 1-2 punch coming out from the Lost Boys. Tyranda's up and available. They could go for a Diablo Tyrande. They could pick, because the Diablo's been working out great for them so far. Game number 2 was really strong. Tyranda's going to be right there. And Garrosh, okay. So they're going to go for the Garrosh Tyrande combo on the side of the Lost Boys today. Or I guess for this map number 3. Next pick, though. Fury swabs Magoo. It's probably not going to be them specifically, but it's this Ana, and they're going to want to try and bolster the Ana here in some way, shape, or form, or have her bolster someone else. Johanna for the pick, and Jaina to follow up. So they could go into Nano Boost, or they could go into Eye of Horus. Either or. Both very good options, and that is just Jaina's strong overall burst. Water Elemental is a great tool, or they can go into the Ring of Frost. That's going to be a nice pickup right after they have the Blessed Shield coming out from Johanna. I like it. Ban-wise, they could take out something like a Dahaka here for that solo lane, or a Rexxar even. Rexxar's actually made some huge waves in the solo lane, but it's going to be the Genji. They just don't want to allow droplets to have high mobility heroes, as we saw in game number 1. Not a bad idea at all. I do not blame them in that right. Tyrande Garrosh. Trying to think of like other big blowups. Yo, Selexia! Thank you so much for the 69 bits. Trim up that pencil thin mustache. And pop them peepers. Thank you so much. Or did they go for the very strong third pick? Eye of Nano? We don't talk about that one. That's like the blood code in Mortal Kombat. You just don't talk about that. You don't want your parents to know that Mortal Kombat actually has blood in it, and then they'll get mad at you because you're playing games with blood in it. I don't know. It never happened to me, but I'm sure people got upset about there being blood in Mortal Kombat. Thank you for this increasing the mess. Oh, nuts. Owns that. What's up? Thanks for coming by. Thank you once again, Selexia, for the bits. Kaylee was actually making some good jokes about that earlier. They was making the Futurama reference from Zach Brannigan with his Sexlexia. Leoric is going to be grabbed here on the left-hand side for looking for work, and they'll pick up a Jimmy right-click on top of that. Dahaka was grabbed, and Talking Trees will be on that Junkrat. We just saw it going out from them. Dahaka in the solo lane, very, very strong, but also Leoric is great into that. Still growing that stash out almost at your level. I have to like trim this thing so often because sandwiches are a nightmare because I end up biting into my mustache so much. That's how long it used to be. Last pick they're going to be coming out here. Dahaka Junkrat. They could go for a little extra damage. Hey, Ektar, what's up? Thanks for coming by, bud. Sylvanas, though, will be picked up. A lot of good camp power on this map. They could be going into the Mercenary Queen at level 4, or we could see Possession. Possession actually a lot of... Thank you so much, Kaleo. Yes, that's probably exact... Like, I'm just gonna... Here, let me hover really quickly. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it was. This is Jimmy. Oh, look at him. He is just pooped today. I spit with my little eye and one Ektar. Hey! I'm so glad that everyone's... Welcome everybody in chat. Thank you for hanging out. I'm glad you're enjoying the games. Thanks for being here. I love you all so much. You're the best. Alrighty. I saw Weenus finally got your face on stream. Did he really? Big news. Alright, let's go ahead and get on this. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of Looking for Work up one game with Swabs Magoo on the Leoric. We're going to be having Dark Chimera on the Ana. Droplets will be on that Jimmy. We'll have Casanova on the Jaina and Fury playing the Johanna. On the right-hand side, we've got the side of the Lost Boys with Cattle on the Garrosh, while Zergling on the Dahaka. Talking Tree is going to be on the Junkrat. Sylvanas played by Hosty, and Collusion rounding out the team on the Tyrande. Let's go ahead and get into the mid lane here, and I hit too many buttons at once. Let's go ahead and get into the mid lane here as we have both teams crashing. We do have that Laws of Hope for the Johanna, so going to be having a little extra bolster in their healing. We also do have the, I cannot think of the talent name off the top of my head, a nice renewal for the Leoric as well as the Fingers of Frost for that Jaina. Just some extra sustain here, as well as Zergling taking a lot of damage. Burrow going to be used here. They actually do have Swabs Magoo using the Wraith walk around them. I wonder if they were just like, yeah, I got that level 13, 16 all the time. Oh, yeah. FaceTime all the time. Congratulations, Slexy. I didn't know you got a webcam. Big ups for that. Tongue Drag going to be going into Swabs and Goos. Zergling going to be getting some decent damage on them. On their side, actually, we do have those Unfurling Shadows for Hosty. So they're going to be trying to stack up as many of those, I guess, stacks on the Sylvanas' Cold Dagger. That's not right. I think that's a different talent name. Either way, that is actually a nice questing talent for a map like this because you're going to get a lot of rotations, you're going to get a lot of brawling. Droplets knows they're being chased right here. Garrosh going to be going, oh, hold on, Banshee's onto the other side, but they actually get the turn onto Tyrande. One member goes down. Now Droplets is going to be a little bit low. Toss goes out. They find the Rainer here. Cattle's still in a bit of a bad spot, and I don't think they're going to be able to make it out alive. Swabs Magoo rotates down, and that will be Garrosh going down. 2-for-1 trade in favor for the members of Looking for Work, and we have the shrines popping up here. Swabs Magoo jumping back into the top lane, and bottom lane is going to be grabbed by Dark Chimera, and maybe Talking Trees will have something to say about that. If I've learned anything from Hearthstone, it's that face is the place. Oh, and how to talk to it. Oh, yeah, no, I rarely talk to my webcam. I still struggle with that. And lighting is an absolute pain. I absolutely hate it. But now that mine's all set, I don't touch it, and it just works perfectly. Alright, if you're going to get a little bit of poke here from Hosty, sitting at 19 stacks. They do go into the possession at level 4, so they're going to be just trying to have the lanes reversed and pushed out a little bit more. On bottom lane, pressure. Talking Trees is going to get a little snow dumped onto them. Nice use of the Concussion Mine. Do have the Indomitable used. Now Fury, though, stepping up here, and it's just a lot of buttons pressed. No one really going down. Just a lot of back and forth between the two teams. Siege Giants are going to be cleared out here as well. 5-5 in levels, 2-1 in kills, and we still have our first Dragonite. Top lane is going to be pressured up by Swabs and Magoo. We have Dehaka trying to heckle Droplets once again as Cattle's going to be stepping up on that mount. They do get the dismount. That will be them getting tongue dragged in here. Thrown over by that. Sylvanas is going to be going down the bottom lane, but Droplets goes down in this mid. They hold over bottom lane, but no one is going to be available for the pickup onto this. I'm sure if you talk to your webcam more often, you resolve the issues you've had with it. But it keeps eating the cheese in the fridge and not buying any more, washed up streamer. That's the issue. 6-6 in levels. We are about to hit those level 7s in just a second here. We see this just standoff between the two sides, waiting for the channel onto the Dragonite, and no one going for that just yet. You have Talking Trees going to be stopping this in the bottom lane, peeking up into top really quick. Swabs and Goose still pushing back Zergling. Still brawling in bottom lane as this is going to be held over in favor for the Lost Boys. They don't have that 7 talents here just yet. Going to steal away a couple of these minions with that possession, and they're going to try and jump on this point. Fury rotating down as well. Collusion going to be the initial target. They get the burn onto Tyrande. Sleep Dart onto Talking Trees. They have Concussion Mine. Now mid lane's open, but here's the thing. Once again, no one is available as they had to rotate the Johanna down to pick up that kill. We'll label the cheese, Bahamut. It's fair. This is my fridge. Cattle gonna get one interrupt for now. They'll be able to step up for a second. Toss goes over the wall into Droplets. They're just trying to buy time for rotation, but unfortunately the rotation is going to be coming out from Casanova and friends, and I think this should be first Dragonite in their favor. They're not able to channel the bottom quick enough, but there's still a fight breaking out. Dark Chimera just standing on this point, I think sacrificed himself for the team, and while they do get that kill, this is going to be Dragonite in their favor. Kick goes out onto Garrosh. They're going to be opening up through mid. And, yeah. This is just going to be mid lane opening up. Dragonite actually not getting as much value as they want. They're going to be stepping up with Sylvanas as well, stacking up the Unfurling Shadows at level 1, sitting at 45 stacks already. And the quick way just to do that math, half the number you see, and that's the amount of damage bonus she is getting. It is a 0.5%. I literally have a receipt from the last shop, and I bought marble cheddar. Oh my god. I'm not even focusing on game. I'm sorry. I apologize, stream. I'm thinking about cheese at this point. Kick goes out from the Dragonite. Cattle's going to be chased here. Groundbreaker goes out, but I don't think it'll be enough, and Garrosh does go down. Collusion is going to be walking over on this side now as they got kicked way further into that Bruiser Camp area than I thought. There will be Dragonite going down. Not a ton of value from this first Dragonite. It's only 5 minutes into the game, but they got a couple kills, and they're going to be closing that experience gap between the two teams. Oh, hold on. Droplet's going to be caught here. They have the knockback to say, nope, I'm not going to get killed just yet. Cheese is the bee's knees. Yeah, it's true. It absolutely is. Alrighty. Oopsie. Camp going to be picked up here on the left-hand side. We do have the same thing happening on the right. Both teams going to be adding in that pressure. We have 10 talent here on the side of looking for work. Not going to be trying to play with any sort of aggression with that, as they're just going to continue to push out these lanes, look for the extra soak, and just grab some camp pressure for each of these lanes. Marine are going to be still in bottom lane, just side soaking this a little bit. 10s on both sides, nothing out of the ordinary. We have that nano boost still for the Ana. We also do have the water elemental for that for the Jaina. And the Water Elemental is just going to add a little extra damage. Entomb for the Leoric, so just going to have some setup there. But Warlord's Challenge for the Garrosh is going to have some great setup with that Riptire as well as the Starfall on top of that Wailing Arrow from that Sylvanas. Ooh. Just eating cheese out of spite at that point. Oof. That's a rough go right there, but we do have a Warlord Challenge coming out. Starfall will be coming out. Toss goes out onto one. They're getting the silence out as well. Riptire comes out, and they find a kill onto Joanna as well. The members of the Lost Boys looking very found with the synergy that they just pulled out right there. A lot of heroics used, but they just picked up 2 kills as the Dragon Shrines open up here, and now Hosty and crew are going to be trying to push up bottom lane a little bit more. We have Garrosh as well as Talking Trees getting the clear onto this camp, and they'll just add that into the bottom lane. A nice bonus to them. Talking Trees jumping over. No one in top lane just yet on the side of the Lost Boys for the grab onto the shrine just yet, but Zergling is going to be up here. Now Swabs Magoo is going to have to deal with that, but they've also got this camp still pushing up. Nice use of the, for some reason the announcer was very loud in my headphones, but we have the knockback onto Talking Trees in this bottom lane as it's going to be Sylvanas going down the left-hand side of our screen. Cattle very low here, gets the toss onto one. Nano Boost went out onto the Jaina. I do believe they're trying to find that cooldown burst, but they're not able to pick up another kill. They rotate that out. Nice Lunar Flare onto Fury right there for the slow. A little bit of poke there. We do have a fight breaking out in top lane. Maybe if I drink wine. I don't drink wine either. I wish I understood it, but I don't. Bottom lane will be actually converted for a second there. We still have Jaina holding in mid. This is going to give time for one of the players. Oh, hold on. We do have Dahaka getting the brush talk down here. That will also be the isolation onto one. They're getting the Riptire out as well. Burst onto Fury. They're trying to find the kill, but that will be the Iron Skin going to be used. Garrosh ends up going down. Sylvanas now jumping in down here as well, but Swabs Magoo has a lot of good damage and collusion, not able to get the heal. They end up walking too far forward. That's the Entomb to catch them as they're getting back out, and that is a couple member wipe in favor for the members of Looking for Work. And now they go ahead and reset and try and grab the Dragon Knight once again. Wow, Nightbot, very cool. And there it goes again. I think I have to turn down the amount of lines to proc those messages. I'll change that after this game. It's going way too many times, I think. It looks a little spammy in chat. I don't know, you guys tell me. Dragon Knight gonna be pushing in through mid. Let's go ahead and actually pull up the talents so we can take a peek at what they've been grabbing for level 13, as both teams have achieved that now. Raider coming out for Raynor here. We do have pretty much the standard. Okay, Ripper Air. I thought it was a different color. I thought blue was Ripper Air and green was the different one, but that's Dahaka talents. Either way, kick goes out into Garrosh. They're opening up bottom lane a little bit more here. Going to be using that Starfall to zone them out a little bit as well. This is just going to be the push still succeeding in bottom lane. Now, they aggress a little bit further. Dragon Knight sitting at 38%. Want to walk this up a little bit further. Burst coming out from Jaina, also going to be finishing the ice block that she'll be able to use. That's going to be Dragon Knight ending here. The Orc going to mount up and just get right out. And Dahaka in top lane trying to get the push out, even this out a little bit further. And just be also taking out that well. Lane sustain is going to be removed, which is an absolutely huge factor for them. Swabs Magoo with the rotation up to get the clear. We do have camp picked up on the bottom left here, but they're going to be coming in for the invade on the side of the Lost Boys. It's going to be, Indomitable. Nice use of the Warlord Challenge as well. That's going to be Dahaka coming up into the backline. They have the isolation of the Ana. Riptire goes out, but it's going to be burned down before it gets the value they're looking for. Raider comes down as well for a little bit of burst. Cattle so very low, needs to cycle out. Swabs Magoo is looking for that huge flank, but I think actually no. They're just going to be going ahead and just getting the clear into wave, not really going for any sort of extra fight. Little damage on the Talking Trees, and that's going to be, yeah, a lot of things are used onto this. Oh, wow. Hosty chasing. They want to get the kill here. 97 stacks on that Unfurling Shadows. Almost gets it. Swabsmagu really taking a lot of damage. While all that was happening, they invade onto the right-hand side to take this over, and it will be picked up in favor for Looking for Work. It will be cleared out by the Lost Boys. Dragon Shrine should be popping up fairly soon. It's a very low cooldown counter, I guess you could call it, for that objective, so it shouldn't be. I'm not sure it would seem as maybe if you sent baseline time rather than lines. That's true. Doesn't make a difference to me though. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't like. I have it set to lines and time, but I'm never sure. I'll fiddle with it a little bit later. We do have top lane pressure coming out, but there's going to be evened out by the Looking for Works Bruiser camp as well. Now, Cattle finding someone in this backline. Fury will be that target initially. Wraith walk forward from, Entomb onto Zergling. I was wondering if they would actually lock in one member. Burrow comes out as well. Blessed Shield will be there. They actually are going to be looking for the damage here. Can they get the Nano Boost on a Casanova in time? Doesn't seem like it's going to connect. That will be the throw on to Droplets. They get a lot of good damage. Nano Boost does come out now. Raynor does go down. Leoric is going to be getting that Wraith walk forward. Riptire goes forward, but the Ice Block is good in time. Still have that Nanos for a second or two more. Don't get any more value from it, and Raynor is the only one to go down. They still don't have their 16. But Sylvanas will pop her trait right there and is going to be going ahead and making sure that they don't have that aggressing and they don't lose their top lane fort. Bottom lane is stacking up a little bit. They'll need to make a difference, or they'll need to make a clear into that fairly soon. Sylvanas will go ahead and jump back to core, heal up a little bit. Talking Trees has the rotation. Leoric sitting on the top point. Sentinel goes out. This is... It's still like... The map is showing a lot more in favor for Looking for Work, but I gotta say, look, the Lost Boys are looking very good in this game number 3. Just depends on what they're able to do. If they can get some picks here and pick up this Dragonite. Top lane's the only one that's being held over so far. OC taking a lot of damage. They're going to be able to get the Banshees right out of there. It's going to be Ice Block for the Jaina, but now it ends. Toss goes out. Tongue Drag as well. Jaina goes down. Throw onto Zergling as well. They're trying to get them into the fray of things right here. Swabsmagu with that Wraith Walk to try and get the damage reduction onto some of these members. Once again, gonna use the swipe and then just damage reduce them again here. And now it might have been a little too many times as they will end up going down, dropping the Entomb just to zone a little bit. Raynor's Raider does get burned down as well. Ripper Air from Talking Trees gets them into this top point. Dahaka with the brush talk into bottom. They do have the availability to pick up this Dragonite, and this should be first one of the game over to the side of the Lost Boys. With that, oh wait, no, Fury gonna get one shield glare to buy a little bit of time, but it might have been a bad idea as they are gonna maybe stagger out of death. Fury trying to walk out of here. Sylvanas with the Wailing Arrow. They're chasing it a little bit further. 104 stacks sitting on that Sylvanas right now. Dragonite moves in through mid lane. They could go for a double fort, maybe even triple, depending on what value they get with this Dragonite and how they make rotations. Mid lane's gonna go down first. Fury gonna be stepping in as well. Kick out onto the Raynor here, who has the quickest burn onto the Dragonite. Leoric stepping out as well. They rotate into bottom lane, and it looks like it's going to be the double fort play for now. Top lane stacked up quite a bit. They could let that, hopefully, well, I guess they could bank on that potentially. Oh my god, the Warlord challenge comes out, but Jane is able to get the kill. That's going to be the turnaround onto the Dahak as well. Entomb comes out, but the Dragonite is unstoppable, so they just walks right through that. But the nano boosted Jaina tearing through the enemy team. Junkrat is going to be falling out of this Dragonite in a couple seconds here. If they can find something onto this, that'll be huge for them. Kick onto the Jaina to make sure that they don't have the burst. Sylvanas can be rotating up into top to try and make that a triple fort play, and that's exactly the value they're going to get. Locks down the tower, throws out a little bit of possession onto some of these minions, gets a little damage onto the others, and now they lock down that fort. They take it out, and they turn around, though, on the bottom side of the map, looking for work. They want to try and burn through this bottom lane fort, or this front gate, and try and take this keep, and you can see them stepping up. Fury tanking for the tower. We also have Swabsmagu chasing Talking Trees out a little bit so they don't have this whittling damage into the minion wave. So OSD going to be joining in as well, going to get some big burst out. Riptire going to be coming out from the Junkrat. They eat the damage, they take that out, and that's going to be bottom lane keep over in their favor. Still have the top lane fort saved. On the side of on the side of Lost Boys is Looking for Work is able to get a lot of good work done in that wipe that they turned around for. That was such a good chase on both sides. 12-9 in kills. They go right back in for another fight here. That's going to be Garrosh going down. Sylvanas with the Wailing Arrow. It's going to be the pick onto the Jaina. That's going to be a good turnaround. Now they have the isolation onto one member. Fury going to get the tongue drag. Hosty taking so much damage. The Banshees, I don't see them being thrown anywhere. That's going to be actually just Dark Chimera focused here. They're not actually even going to be going down too low. They turn around. That will be Leoric going down as well as the Tyrande. 1 for 1 in that, but it's actually 2 for 2 overall in the entire engagement. Tongue drag doesn't connect. Fury going to Gonna get whittled a little bit by Talking Trees. They get the knockback as they're looking for Droplets here. That's a lot of good damage out from Droplets. They actually went into their own demise, as it's now another kill in favor for Looking for Work, and they're going to try and bank off this a little bit further. Zergling is taking a lot. They have the Tongue Drag onto one. They're trying to get Dark Chimera, but the healing might be a little too good, and they go down themselves. I can't. I don't even know. Contact Healing just healed that Riptide damage. This way you don't move a 16 talent to 1. Ah. I mean, who needs that? What insane, like, 3.5 minute back and forth fight that we just had there. Let's go ahead and actually look at some of the other numbers, as we have hit 20s, but we'll take a peek at those in just a second. The Dio Swabs are good rotating into top. Fury's in mid. They can go ahead and pick up this Dragonite. They gotta make a quick play to hawk it down for 25 seconds. Garrosh going into top to try and stall this out. Swab's gonna get hit right by that Sentinel. There won't be enough time. Actually, they have the toss, but here's the thing. You can channel the Dragonite faster than you can channel these points, so the toss was not worth it. They get the clear onto that, and now Dragonite, 16 minutes into the game, rotating into bottom. I think they want to try and end with this, as they do have a Siege Camp, Bruiser Camp, Catapult, and Dragonite in this lane. Any Talonteers are here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at those, as this is going to be potentially the last push they have in this game on the side of Looking for Work, or the last defense for the Lost Boys. We'll see. The Auric is going to be Wraith walking forward. It's a little bit of clear. Sylvanas took Blink. I'm just Nano Boost, Nano Infusion actually, so that healing is going to be big for them. Riptire is going to be burned out. Dragonite now on course. Stalfar does come out from the Tyrande. We have the Entomb coming out. That will be the Buried Alive. Going to be Wraith walking forward, I think there. But either way, that's going to be a lot of good damage coming out. Silence came out onto the Jaina, who's now nano boosted. They turn around, and that's going to be the core getting shredded. It's going to be game number 2 going over to the members of Looking for Work. GG. Well played. I meant game number 3. Welcome back to Heroes Lounge, everybody. I am your caster, Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we've got Looking for Work, up 2 games in this best of 5 series, trying to close it out on Towers of Doom. On the right, we have the Lost Boys trying to take us to game number 5. Let's go ahead and find out what the maps have been thus far in the evening, as I lost the button on the stream deck right there. On the left-hand side, we had Looking for Work as the home team this week. They banned out Sky Temple. Volskaya Foundry was banned out by the Lost Boys. Oh my god. Map number 1 was chosen by Looking for Work. That was Alterac Pass. They won that. Battlefield of Eternity was map number 2, chosen by them as well, and they lost that. They opted for first pick into that Dragonshire map that we just saw and won that one. Now, they've chosen to take us to Towers of Doom for game number 4, as the Lost Boys opted for that first pick. Let's go ahead and get back into this draft here, as we... Actually, interesting enough, no Zeratul ban here. They opted for the first pick, so now either Abathur gets picked, or excuse me, Abathur gets banned, or Zeratul gets banned. Smart. These are like the little draft things you can take into your own games. Yo, let's go Towers of Doom. Seriously, Ektar. Yes, let's go Towers of Doom. This is such a good map for a potential ender here, or even set up for game number 5. So Zeratul's banned out. Abathur is open. Do we see the snap pick coming out from Lost Boys on the Abathur is the question. Towers is fine. Towers, see, the thing is, when I look at maps, it's always on a casting side. So Towers of Doom, a lot of really good plays happen on this map, and you also have a lot of situations where it's like 24-4. And that team with 4 just keeps running it back and keeps running it back, and they just send it so hard that they don't lose, and they end up taking it down to like a boss fight, and it comes down to that. So it's just such a blast to cast. Vikings, I can actually see. I really like the idea of the Vikings here. Anub'arak Abathur. Bugs are going to be starting out this map on the side of Looking for Work. I love this map, and it's not because it's the only map in the pool still using the early 2018 XP rules. Oh, of course. Of course. Okay, cool. Sure, I wasn't missing anything. Oh, Ghostbear, welcome to the server. Alrighty. Ana Diablo Raynor on the side of the Lost Boys. Nano Boost potential, Eye of Horus potential, Raynor with a lot of good poke. Diablo with just a lot of good initiation and engage, as well as the just CC that he can provide in some of these fights and allowing Raider just to continually pepper in that damage. Really beneficial. Li Ming will be the ban. Resets would be really annoying here. The poke from her is so strong. I don't disagree with that whatsoever. Nubrak Abathur. Okay, so they're going to ban the Greymane. I was wondering, I was like, do they ban Greymane or do they ban the Jaina? Because Jaina actually benefits quite a bit from Abathur and is really strong on a map like this with her ability to poke and cycle through abilities on the objectives to just continue to poke out and stall these things out. We'll see what they end up going for in that right. They still need a solo laner as well. And a main support potentially. This could be support Abathur. We'll see if it's the support shield Abathur. Tracer going to be picked up and Malthael as well. Not showing if they have a support or not. I like this a lot. I really, really like this draft so far coming out from Looking For. Here's the thing though, Malthael. It's a little bit of like a, alright, pick Lost Vikings. Tracer's also the same threat in a sense. Just to be like, yo, pick Lost Vikings. Tracer will go ahead and get untouchable and be untouchable. Malthael will be able to stack up last rites. Samuro showing up. A lot of Samuro this weekend. What's the benefit that Jaina gets? So Jaina's baseline ability, when she hits someone with an ability, it marks them with the cold, the frost, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. That is, and then you get damage, you get bonus damage from your other abilities after that hit. So if you hit someone with an Ice Lance and then you use a Cone of Cold, that Cone of Cold will get bonus damage. Now that baseline ability, when you clone with Abathur, is it's still, she's basically a level 1 hero, or she's that level hero but with level 1 kit. So she's got no other abilities, but she still has her baseline. So the chill, thank you Ektar, the chill is applied and then she can get, it's just extra chill damage and burst. So you're doubling the amount of burst. No Ektar, you chill. But the amount of burst you can get is huge with clone Jaina. Now if you want to clone, let's say, a Tracer, that's terrifying too. Cloning a Kharazim, it's a lot of punchies to the face. I don't know if the cloned Kharazim actually gets the level 1 talent though, because technically that level 1 talent is their trait. That one I've actually never tested, so I'd have to look into that. At level 1 kit, it's like 21 plus, it's like plus 20 spell damage. Yeah, exactly, Ektar. Exactly. All right, we got ourselves a game. Let's go ahead and find out who will be taking this. Game number 4. On the left-hand side, we've got Looking For Work. Up 2 games in this best of 5 series. Fury on the Anubrak, Casanova on the Slug, Abathur. We'll have a Dark Chimera on the Kharazim with some punchies, Droplets on the Tracer, and Swabs Magoo trying to steal some life on that Malthael. On the right-hand side, we've got the Lost Boys trying to find that Game 5. Collusion on the Ana. We have Talking Trees going to be on the Raynor. We have Hosty on the Lucia once again. Zergling going to be on that Samuro, and Cattle on the Diablo. Kevin is still looking for a waifu. Oh my god, I can't believe that's still a, okay, alright, well, that is still a meme. A little start dive here, a little impale back and forth. Hero Sherbot, I swear to god. I swear, dear Lord Hero Sherbot, why you gotta do this to me? You don't appear until game number 4 in a sense. Why? We do have the Way of Illusion, I believe it is, at level 1 for the Samuros. We'll see what kind of value they're gonna be able to get with that. Actually, one of the first Samuros I've seen this weekend actually taking the Way of Illusion. Most of them have been going Way of the Blade at level 1. Malthael also going to be grabbing the On a Pale Horse at level 1, so they're going to have that double duty of soaking probably. Tracer going to be going for the increased charge for her Pulse Bomb. Kharazim will be going into the Iron Fist, so just going to be a damage punchy boy. And Nubrak with the Regeneration Master, also going to be looking for some of those regen globes, as they need about 30 if I'm not mistaken. And Hosty being such a nuisance to Swabs and Magoos. They're just trying to clear the wave, and they're just like, please, leave me alone. I've got an Abathur hat now, and I want to bother you, but Hosty just back and forth on this wall. Wall riding so very, very well. Now Zergling coming in. They want to at least get in a couple more stacks, but I think they won't be happening. Go ahead and take a peek on the right-hand side. Talking Trees does pick up the Sapper Camp as well as Dark Chimera on the left. We have a little bit of invade here. Collusion taking some damage. Kharazim trying to punch in for a little extra. They don't find Collusion. Kill. Gonna have to tap the well. Diablo rotating down into bottom lane. Malthael gonna be in that mid. We still have Abathur hatting one of the members. It looks like it's gonna be on droplets. They don't have 4 yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be the Adrenal Overload so that they can have the quicker attack speed that I think it's 20% increase. Is really, really strong. Cattle taking some damage. There's no Lucio like a Reddit Lucio. Alright. I mostly wanted to... Oh, actually, Needle Spine. Oh. Not going to be going for the increased attack speed. Just want the extra damage. Swasm Goo getting a mark in top. Spell shielding a little bit on this. I do believe they actually... Yeah, right there. Spell armor. That Mirage is going to be really beneficial in the later half of the game here. Altar Phase is going to be starting. Triple Altar Phase, as always, on Towers of Doom. We typically see the solo laners split off to the left and the right-hand side and just trade those out, and the big brawl takes place over bottom. We'll see if that's the adaptation here. Samuro on the right-hand side. Looks like 2 clones are going to be going over to the left. Swabs should probably know, but here's the thing. They have this spell armor, so they don't drop as quickly. And this is a little bit of a nuisance, and now they swap over to the main. Wouldn't walk right out of there. Right side got picked up. Fight still taking place in this bottom lane right now. And they started to... Oh, wait. Those Zerglings so very low. One more Spine. Needle, they get the kill onto Samuro. Talking Trees. And nice dive in from Dark Chimera, but they actually don't get it in time, apparently. Huh. I thought he had the dash in and got the interrupt, but apparently not. So they get one on the side of looking for work, but the Lost Boys end up picking up 8 core damage into their opponent's side. It's a 32-36 game so far. See what they're able to do as Swabsaku rotates into top. Going to grab the Sapper Camp there. Clearing into the bottom and mid lane and still continuing their dominance. Or I guess I wouldn't say dominance, but their pressure down here. Recall going to be used from Tracer as well. Block Totem going to be coming out from that Kharazim. That will mitigate the damage out from Talking Trees quite a bit. Diving from a new Brack, trying to get some setup. Body blocks onto Collusion. They're trying to get some initial burst, but the Pulse Bomb goes out and everything. They're not able to get the kill they're looking for. Meanwhile, in top lane, I did not catch it. We had this Hosty and Zergling invasion onto the camp while Malthael was trying to get the solo onto that, and they end up going down themselves. 7 talents here is here. Diablo with the Shadow Charge, and actually Tracer trying to blink forward. Droplets does have the hat as well, so they'll be able to make it out just fine. Next altar phase is going to be a double altar phase. It's going to be in the mid position and bottom. Trying to grab over one of these forts right now would be really, really beneficial on at least the map side of things, so you can actually force different rotation out from the enemy team. It makes it a little bit more difficult for them to try and get on these points. Dark Chimera with a little bit of damage out here. Boss is going to be up as well as we hit the 5-minute mark. 2 altars up and available. Tracer going to get some damage onto Cattle, who has the Overpower and Shadow Charge. So both Sapper Camps are picked up. Both going to be going into this bottom lane. Boss is held over, well, just hovered for a little bit. No one going to be going in on that. But double altar phase is here. 4 core damage for either side if they can pick it up. Lucio going for the top one right now. No one going for the interrupt just yet. Malthael trying to make the rotation. Hosty will be just getting off that point. Kharazim trying to get the charge down here. Sleep Dart does come out from Collusion to stall it out. They are in that trait form, so they move a little bit slower, but they have the extended range. Samuro diving in as well. Looks like they'll be having this channel, and that's going to be a lot of damage. Recall comes out onto droplets, but the reverse amp's going to be there. Hosty in a little bit of a bad spot. They end up getting the trade kills on both of these. They pick up the altar in favor for the members of the Lost Boys. They're just gonna get some poke back, and I'm waiting. I'm like, are you gonna be able to get the kill? No, it doesn't look like it. And now Collusion trying to channel this. Abathur gonna be going right into top lane as well, right into lane. Sleep Dart goes out to stall this out a little further. They do have the Lucio back as well as the Tracer coming back from core. Abathur pushing up top lane, just gonna have to go back behind their gate right now as they're also gonna be sending that Samuro up there. Talking Trees getting some damage out here. Fury diving in. Impale comes out. Shadow Charge onto one. Tracer is back. Lucio has made their way here. Sleep Dart nicely connecting onto Kharazim right there. Dark Chimera just getting stalled out. Swabs and Goo, the initial target. Fury gonna get forced back. Charge once again. Chart Khmer trying to make that channel, and it looks like they have the knockback from Raynor. Overpower. Oh no, hold on. I thought they had the overpower. The Apocalypse comes out, and no overpower to connect, and they end up just getting out of there. So no big blow up onto one, but Collusion picks us up because, well, they don't have 10s. They've been having Samuro soak all these lanes, and Abathur does get value, but Samuro is soaking a lot faster here, apparently, and it's going to be the 10s for them. And actually, so, speaking of soak, we can show where some of these experience numbers are coming in. Samuro with about 1,000 more experience for the friendly team, as well as it's mostly just the minions. Everything else is about dead even. A little bit of structure damage in favor for the side of the Lost Boys, but you can see that there's about a 2,000 difference in minion experience, and that's where this about a level lead has come from. But 10s are here for both. We have 7-sided strike from the Kharazim. Very aggressive with that. Illusion Master on the Samuro. That's not surprising, as they'll want to swap around on those clones. Diablo with the Apocalypse, as we saw. Ana with the Eye of Horus. Abathur does have that clone web wrap from the Anub'arak. We'll see what they're able to get with that, as they're going to be trying to lock down a member or two here and there. That will be the web wrap onto Hosty. They're trying to move in here. Shadow Charge onto from Cattle. It's going to be 7-sided strike coming out. Casanova will be cloning the Malthael out. That will also be the Hyperion. Break it down, going to be used by Lucio, and Casanova's so very low, as that will be the clone, so they just get the burn onto that. Illusion Master going to be finished, as well as I believe that's Throwing Shade? Black Harvest, excuse me. Throwing Shade, I think, is a level 1 talent. That's big right there. Hold on, diving though. They're going to go ahead and get some. Oh, Talking Trees is still going to be in all this fray of things, but they're able to stay alive. Dark Chimera getting so very low. Raynor's the first one to go down in the engagement. Collusion trying to get these snipes onto somebody, but they're not able to knock down anyone too quickly, and that's going to be one member down on their own side. Swabs Magoo going to try and just get some good damage in the backline here. They don't have a last rights to use, but they do have a stack currently, so they did rip a soul at one point. Zergling sitting in this flank trying to look for someone that's low. You can also see them. They're waiting for the initial crit onto this. They're going to be getting some burst onto Dark Chimera at the start. They will be able to dive around, but this is also going to be another one of these altars so far in favor for the Lost Boys. Mule coming down. Does Abathur have the hat in time? Yep. Mule comes down and saves the day. Web rep onto Lucio once again. They have the burn onto this. They're diving out onto Collusion. Initial burst, that's going to be the Pulse Bomb, and they're so low. They find the Ana kill here. Hosty now going to be able to get right out of there, but that's going to be Droplets getting heckled by Zergling, and actually going to be Casanova. Casanova will be getting the clone onto the Tracer here. Break it down once again from the Lucio. Recall will be used. That clone is going to be working its way in, but Droplets is going to be trying to find an entrance onto this as well. Zergling initially going to be targeted here. They're going to be trying to swap around onto these different clones, but if they can whittle them down, that'll be way too much. Talking Trees taking a lot of damage. Swabs Magoo now turning around Zergling, the major target, but they get the swap over to another clone. Hyperion coming out once again. Eye of Horus going to be used by that Ana, and they're getting so much damage out here, but no one's going down. That might be different, as they actually have... Oh, Droplets is so very low. They blink forward. Hosty tried to boost you, but they end up going down themselves. A 1-for-1 trade, but here's the thing. Zergling with the cap on to the point, and that will be 4 shots into Looking for Work's core, only taking 4 damage thus far on the side of the Lost Boys. Really strong game coming out from them. These altar phases are so patiently played, and they're just getting these little windows just to bring it back every single time. But as I said before, this is Towers of Doom. Teams can scale, game can change. 36-20. Dark Chimera trying to dive in at the last second. Talking Trees, I think, will be the object for the... They want to get that last right stack as well to get the cooldown reduction. They're not able to find it. 7-side strike comes out on Cattle, and that's going to be web wrap out onto the Raynor here. That is going to be Diablo losing souls, so they'll be able to come back up in a second, but that's a soulless Diablo. They send one clone here. That's going to be the Apocalypse out as well from Cattle. That's also going to be the dive in. Break it down was used. Talking Trees is so very low. Meanwhile, in the backline, they currently have the... Samuro getting value into this camp, trying to burn this down. Droplets so very low. The shielding from Abathur Hat will be good. This is going to be the Eye of Horus healing up, but also dealing damage. They need to get out of this line, as it's going to be enough for now. Malthael ends up going down right there to the Lucio, and now... Wow. Oh my god. They continue to fight. Single altar. Like, I've just been watching the consistent fight this entire time that I've been not even counting when the altars are back up, and I'm just like, we have another altar phase already? Like, this bottom lane has been non-stop post-10. It's been insane, the amount of damage they've been putting out. Let's actually show some of those numbers while we have this 13 talent here. We have a altar phase popping up. Seems like they're going to be giving this over. Looking for work. I don't think they're going to have an easy time with this. Dark Chimera with an initial channel. Fire Stomp goes out. It does connect onto them. They go ahead and just get the re-channel here. Casanova making the clone. Hyperion does come out. Can they get there in time? The Biotic Grenade will stall it out. That means that they can't do it while this Hyperion's out. They'll have to just fight or at least back out. Casanova clone does go down. They don't have that up for another 67 seconds here. Channel from Collusion. Malthael trying to work their way in. Web Wrap out onto one. Burrow charge forward. They're finding cattle here. They want to try and get a kill onto that Diablo potentially. We do have Lacerates up and available. Hosty now out of that Web Wrap. We have Zergling in the backline. Gets the Windwalk right out of there. Ana with the Eye of Horus. Getting some good healing and damage out onto this. That does end. Cattle going to be getting the channel. Marked on from the Malthael. Swampsagoo looking for a backline onto this. That's going to be the Apocalypse coming out. Mostly zones. Doesn't get any value that they're looking for. Maybe hits Abathur right there. Swampsagoo goes very low. They do get the Abathur hat and they're able to walk out of here insanely. Break it down will be used, but Anub'arak will be falling. Channel goes out from Collusion. They pick this up once again. 4 more shots into the core of Looking for Work and 16 to 36. This is insane for a game. I honestly, I'm so surprised. It's just they cannot stop fighting. That's going to be the overpower into Swab's-Magoo. Tower is going to be going down. This is just going to be a fort. They get the conversion onto that. Fire Stomp goes out as well. The towers are actually just upgrading as this happens. And they back right out of there. Wow. Sorry, I've been trying to like drink water this entire time. Oh dear God. Okay. 14 to 15 in levels. 16's about to be here for the Lost Boys. Siege camp gonna be picked up on either side. Cattle. Fire Stomp goes out. I'm waiting for what angle they get with this. It's actually just gonna be straight sappers into this. That'll be nice and powerful. Them. They actually do push them away from their keep in this bottom lane. 16 talent here in their favor. Samuro at 16 talent here is really, I mean, Samuro in general is scary, but this is a lot of the kit already hit, so we'll see what value they get on the side of the Lost Boys from it. But they've already been getting a ton of work done this entire time. Looks like they're trying to feed these sappers in. They're not going to be able to. Talking Tree's stepping up a little bit. Back right out. Triple Altar Phase. If they can actually get all 3 of these, they can near end the game. Swab's-Magoo getting chased. They have the Abathur hat, but that will be the clone swapped off. You're going to be just going ahead and anchoring for the friendly team. Maybe even going to the aggressive side. They don't. They only have Ana for the bottom. They grab their left-hand side. 3 shots go over. 11 to 33. If they can actually get, if they can get the stop onto this, Looking for Work maybe can take a fight. Oh no, they're just going to give it right over. They can't. And that will be 10 shots into the core of Looking for Work. A bit of a scary time on that side of that team right there. I'm a little worried for them. It's Towers of Doom, anything can happen, but it's been, a lot of these fights have just been so consistently won out by the Lost Boys. That is sharking around. Abathur are going to be jumping up into the top lane, dropping the mule as well. They need to convert bottom lane quickly here. It doesn't have a whole lot on it. Sapper Camp's going to be up in about 40-some seconds. Malthael looking to maybe push back Zergling a little bit. They're not going to be able to get the main clone because they'll just swap off to another illusion. Hold on, they want to get the bell tower conversion for top lane. Yeah, that's exactly the plan right here. They want to convert this before. They want to actually maybe even get the barrage. That's going to be the Apocalypse used, but that is also just going to be the swipe to the other side. Now they're looking for a huge flank into this. Hyperion came out as well. Anub'arak with the burrow forward. Big damage on the Talking Trees. They get the Rainer right here. That's still the bell tower up, but they get the conversion onto it. Lacerates onto Cattle. They go down as well. No souls to rip. And now we have Droplets chasing Hosty. This is going to be Tracer Overwatch battle, basically. Ana does go down in the top lane as well to the Anub'arak. Droplets chasing into this, though, but they have to take 1 tower shot. That'll be a little bit too much, and they just get the recall. And now Hosty was like, maybe I can get the chase. No, not going to be happening. They convert bottom lane, but here's the thing. Top lane is now changed out. We do have Abathur hatting a minion that will be taken out right away. And they can take boss off the table, which is an end game opportunity. This is still double altar phase. If they get both of these on the side of the Lost Boys, that will be game. We'll go to game 5. Regeneration Master also finished for the Anub'arak. It's a big, big talent to have done. Right side's going to be picked up. Looks like Malthael going to be grabbing the left. Actually, no. Well, Dark Chimera has it. No, a clone gets one hit. That is probably got the most. That's probably got to be one of the most annoying things right there. Is that clone just like, please no, please. I almost have this. So far, everyone's back up. Web wrap out onto the Lucio. Huge burrow charge onto them. They're trying to find the CC. Train onto Hosty, and they do find it. That's going to be the Lucio down. Nubrek pushing up forward. Malthael with the channel for now. Abathur hat onto them as well. Eye of Horus is going to come out. Dive out from Dark Chimera. And we also have the Zergling in the backline. This is going to get so drawn out that Lucio's actually going to be able to come back in time to help the friendly team. 30 seconds left. Nubrek burrow charge forward. That's going to be the Hyperion use. Nice use of the Apocalypse. Only connects onto one. They dive forward here. They don't have the 7-sided strike, and they actually get the dash right out of there. Dark Chimera also getting the hat as well. Swabs and Goose starting the channel here. Zergling very low, but so is Fury, and they actually get the Impale. They don't have the channel just yet. Dark Chimera will not be finishing it out as Talking Trees gets the knockback. Burrow charge forward. That's going to be the Pulse Bomb onto them. Collusion takes some damage from that, and they go down as well. Double kill for the members of Looking for Work. They only get 6 core shots in total, as Malthael is going on a suicide mission. Or excuse me, the clone was, I was like, wait, what? Okay. I just saw it was like, I saw the icon on the map. I was just like, okay, it's Casanova right there. What an insane play. And they actually hold that over. They don't give over either side. They only do 6 points of core damage, but still, they ended up grabbing that boss. So 10 overall from that entire phase right there coming out from Looking for Work, trying to close out this deficit between the two teams. 6-23 in core health. Siege Camp on the left-hand side. It's going to be picked up. They're going to grab the Siege Camp in top lane with the Samuro, and bottom lane going to be pushed out a little bit further. Very looking for the angle for just a little bit of a pushback. And Hosty actually going to pop the swap right there just to make sure that they're not going to be getting chased in. Like, it's just the reverse amp. There we go. I'm going to try and push out this top a little bit further. We do also have Zergling swapping to a main Mirage or image, I guess you could say. 10s are going to be here. We do have... No one can stop death from Malthael. Hey. Having that buyback, essentially. Yo, Celexia, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. I very much appreciate that. Enjoy your Gilded Beard. Oh, Recall going to be coming out from Droplets right there and blinks right away. I will resend your alert once we get out of this game. Thank you so much again, Celexia. I really appreciate that. Top lane still getting pushed out. Oh, but bottom lane right now. This is going to be some bell tower conversion in favor for the members of Looking for Work, and a single altar in bottom. This is going to be 5 shots in their favor. Mid lane needs to be addressed, but Abathur should be able to hat that. Actually, they're going to be dealing with the Samuro in top lane, at least trying to buy time so that they don't have one less shot. But Swabs Magoo, that's one. Oh, that's going to interrupt it. That was so good to use the Impale with that, and now they can give over top lane, or at least they don't want to, but they can if needed. They also do want to file in some of these big bot lane play. Seriously here, Physio. Big bot lane plays. This is huge for the members of Looking for Work. They still have that 20, so they're holding that over the enemy side head, but they're sliver off. They do get the top lane conversion bell tower, so it's 4-4. But they're going to do their best to deal with that in a second. Even that out. Just really quickly, I want to know what the boss timer is in a second here. Cattle is fully stacked on the, oh my god, that's also going to be the last rites. Does last rites go out? No, I thought I just heard it, but apparently not. 10 talent tiers here. We actually have the 3-blade style. I don't think I've ever seen this. No longer take additional damage, effectively losing their... Oh, right. No, I have seen this. I'm dumb. I'm absolutely dumb. Hyperion upgrade, though. Indomitable Resolve. That is a talent right there. We do have the Deadeye as well. We have the Summer Anthem for Lucio. Samuro, I'm just going to get a little bit of pressure here. This is just across the map. This is absolutely insane. Let's go ahead and actually take a peek at some of the healing numbers as well as we're getting to this later half of the game. So boss is up in 14 seconds. Samuro, I think, can take this on their own. I have horses coming out from Ana. I was just about to be like, I was just about to follow the shots. I'm like, are they going for Abathur? 61 seconds on Abathur. No clone available. Boss is up. It's not going to end, but that's like, that puts them in a very big checkmate position. But That is insane to get the kill onto Abathur right there. That's a big play because now they're gonna go for the right hand side. Zergling on the left or on the right hand side does have the channel. That's the first one. Shadow charge into the wall, but Swabsmagu goes down. Malthael buys right back in, so their death timer is longer if they do go down. Droplet's just going to be running around here, and that's going to be collusion once again with the channel. They're so split on the side of looking for work. They're just trying to look for a stall into this collusion with the channel onto this, and they're just trying to get Fury, just trying to get in there, and it doesn't look like they're able to do it just yet. Swabsmagu is diving in as well. That's going to be Ana going down. No one grabbing this bell tower, but Malthael does get peppered by Jimmy. Dark Chimera still up. We have Fury getting chased a little bit here. They need to find something. Droplets with the poke, and they get right out, and that's going to be, you can see one clone getting sent to core. They'll be able to swap those out. Burrow charge forward. That's going to be Kharazim going down. Break It Down is going to be used as well. Apocalypse is going to go out on top of that, and it's going to be one of the clones getting the channel. No. This has just been delayed, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get in again. All that's left is just the, yeah, this is going to be Zergling with the channel, and the core going down. Game number 4. Oh my God. Game number 4 going to be going over to the members of the Lost Boys. Looking for work has to deal with the game number 5. GGs to both teams. Good evening and welcome back everyone to Heroes of the Storm. I am your caster Bahamut. On the left we have Looking for Work, and on the right we have the Lost Boys. Both these teams looking for the win, as this is game number 5 in our best of 5 series for the S Division for Heroes Lounge. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for supporting these teams and checking out some amazing games. Upgraded Eye of Horus was so cool in that game. I agree, Ektar. Actually, the funny thing is, I see a ton of Deadeye. Like, Deadeye seems to be a major pickup because what happens is it 4% for, I think, your own teammates and the enemy. So if you get them in a barrel choke situation, you can get a huge bonus to healing and damage. So it's huge. It's just big values coming out. But let's go ahead and actually take a peek at the maps that we did have so far. We've almost filled this entire thing here, as we do have the home team as Looking for Work. And they went ahead and banned out Sky Temple. The Lost Boys banned out Volskaya Foundry. Alterac Pass was the first map chosen by Looking for Work. They won that. They wanted first pick for the next game. On the side of the Lost Boys, we went to Battlefield of Eternity, on the side of Looking for Work, and they lost that. Now, the Lost Boys then took us to Dragonshire, and they lost that. And then the members of Looking for Work took us to Towers of Doom, and they lost that. So far, first pick showing a little priority, except for game number 1. Either way, it's up to it's either team's game. Let's go ahead and get back into this draft, as we also have a Medivh, Diablo ban, and a Zeratul and a Maiev taken out from this game. Also, Norflex, thank you so much for the follow during that. I appreciate all of your support. Thanks. Also, just to anyone, if you're lurking, chatting, watching on your TV at home or whatever, just thanks for supporting the teams. Thanks for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you being here. And an Ana first pick on the side of Looking for Work. Taking that out right away. Hero Physio apparently needs to dip out. Kind of surprised that Infernal Shrines is the last map. It's by far the most popular map in NGS. It's it's probably the most popular map in the Tespa Collegiate series because it happens in every single best of 3, if not being the first map. But some teams are a little sick of also playing on Infernal Shrines in some rights of it. We do have a Johanna and an Imperius for the 1-2 punch on the side of the Lost Boys. I actually really like that. They grab their solo lane, they grab their main tank, they can fill out the rest of the draft as needed. They feel very comfortable in that Imperius as well as the Johanna. Didn't see you casting Div S or I would have hosted you. Oh, that's okay. Either way, thanks for the support, Norflex. Thanks for coming by. I hope you're having a great night, friend. How was your stream? I guess if you're just streaming. Was it a party time? Ana Uther. Gould. Oh, this is main tank Uther. Okay. All right. Why? I mean, we've seen them pull it out here, but it's game 5 and you're pulling out your main tank Uther? Interesting. This does throw off the draft a little bit, as they're like, all right, what do we ban? Do we ban like a Genji? It's gonna be Zul, actually. They don't want to deal with a tanky Zul. I still need, oh, let's see, actually, Dropsless does have the Gul'dan already. I was thinking that they were going to have to try and grab something for them. But no, that's an early show of double support. I agree here, Physio. I agree very much. Good, good stream. Was casting Div 1 for, Grind Ladder. Oh, excuse me. Was casting Div 1 and grinding the ladder. Nice. Nice. I hope you went over positive overall in your wins. In your grind of the ladder. Alright. Zul Lucio. They actually respect ban Lucio. Not wanting Hosty to be able to have that here in this next game. Deckard Cain, the pick. Really strong in rotations. Pairs well with the Imperius as well as the Joanna. And Hanzo going to be some of the continued poke. There we go. I can say words. Poke, picks, and just pressure. The 3 Ps of Hanzo that I just made up. Hit me with that Sylph. I actually agree with that 100%. Sylvanas gets like massive value here. And Hosty on that Sylvanas was really powerful. They could still see that here. It's double Archer with pretty strong front line. Blaze Kerrigan. Yeah, I like this. This is good. I'm really actually not opposed to a Sylvanas here. The push pressure from her would be absolutely massive into this lane. It benefits the Punisher as well. The poison damage is huge. Imperius is good setup, so does Joanna. I say why not go for a Sylvanas?
Here we go again.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm for this. This is actually a map where we used to see a lot of Chromie. Before she had the changes of when you could see where Dragon's Eye was landing, this was a map where you saw her all the time because she'd be just dumping in that damage from the sidelines. Now, she had a rework, and she's pretty powerful still. I like silence. I like the silence from her. Are you talking about Sylvanas in the Wailing Arrow, just for the AoE silence into all the heals that they're going to be able to try, or going to be trying to put out, and you get the burst onto them? Because that is huge for them as well. But I don't know. I honestly, like, I don't know who takes this game on either side. This is going to be an absolutely awesome game number 5. Let's go ahead and get into this. On the left-hand side, we've got looking for work. Casanova on the Kerrigan, Swabs Magoo going to be on the Blaze, Droplets on that Gul'dan, Dark Chimera on the Ana, and Fury rounding out the team on Uther. On the right-hand side, we've got the members of the Lost Boys. Collusion going to be on the Deckard Cain, Zergling going to be on the Imperius, Talking Trees on the Hanzo, Hosty on that Chromie, a pause coming out, and we have Kata will be on the Joanna. Okay. We're back. I don't know what happened. It was a pause and then not. Casanova more like Carry Nova. Casanova's been shown strong plays throughout tonight, and I'm liking this Kerrigan pickup, but the Chromie is going to be a big fun outlier here. Combo coming out. We have Imperius diving out as well, trying to get some good damage into them, but they're not able to find a pick just yet. Now we go into our rotations here. Let's go ahead and at the summit. Just a tiny little Kappa. What's up, Pin Deadbolt? Thanks for coming by, bud. All right, let's go ahead and continue into our match here. We just have Chromie getting a little bit of isolation damage onto 1 or 2 players. Let's actually go ahead and peek into the top lane here between Zergling and Swabs Magoo. Zergling stepping far into the lane, but not really trying to play too aggressive here. Just a little bit of poke damage here and there. I like the way that they're playing this. They're really not even looking at the minion soak. They're just going for the pressure into each other. You know, just why not? Hero share, but why? Deckard gonna have to work overtime? I mean, the other thing too is, like, just, you know, you just got to get a potion as needed. Hopefully Deckard Cain, you know, you're also not going to be dotted up from all that damage from Gul'dan. Celestial Charge goes in on top lane. Swabsman Goo going to be pushed down a little bit, but Zergling will have to back out. Bottom lane has a little bit of pressure into this as they just go ahead and they'll just get the clear into that. Oh, wait, they're trying to go for the invade. Chromie going to be stopping the Hearth right there. Decent damage coming out as well. Hanzo with a lot of good scatter arrows into this area. That's going to be root and combo coming out from Casanova as well. Both teams just kind of pushing each other's buttons, I guess you could say it a little bit. Oh, Sarcasm detected this. There is no bracket for the S Division, to my knowledge. Unfortunately. AoE potions? Is this it? Shadow, or excuse me, Jet Propulsion on the Talking Trees here. They're gonna actually take a lot of damage. Oh, the Scatter Arrow confirms the first kill of the game on the Swabsman Goo. And now Casanova trying to dive in. They're looking for Zergling, trying to trade out on these kills. Lock onto Fury right here. That's gonna be Kettle getting the pull in. A little bit of more poke coming out from Talking Trees. Same thing from Droplets with that Fel Flame. Kerrigan actually gonna be going into the Sharpened Blades at level 4 right there. I like this. Sharpened Blades for just extra damage. I believe is just a yeah. It's just increased damage overall. But with that increased damage, you're able to go through these skeletal defenders a lot quicker, and that is, I think, the name of the game. Here you're taking a little bit of damage. They back right out. Casanova stacking up that level 4 a little bit longer in the lane right there. Don't the schedule and the leaderboard together count as a bracket? I don't know, Cranky Hero. I just show up and cast the games. I worry about brackets when we get into like finals and stuff. Kerrigan gonna be diving forward here, trying to just turn this around as they're getting pushed into that corner. Cattle doing a lot of good damage here on this Joanna. They find a kill onto the Kerrigan, and now they're trying to turn this around further as Fury's taking quite a bit themselves. Deckard Cain, actually no, excuse me, Hanzo will be able to get that kill. Deckard Cain with just the initial lockdown. 2 kills for none, as it's very, very in favor for the Lost Boys, putting a strong showing in this early game. I don't know, like, because it's more or less, if anything, it's, I think they have, it's like a Swiss style for this. I really don't know how Heroes Lounge is doing their S Division rankings and stuff like that. As I said, I just show up, and then when they start saying, hey, finals are coming around, then I'll make a bracket for a stream when they start saying, like, we got a bracket for finals. But right now, like, they've never, to my knowledge, given us anything that signifies, like, any sort of, like, leaderboard or anything that I can look up. But I could probably bug them for one. Anyways, Punisher picked up here. We do have Kerrigan and Blaze pushing out mid and bottom. This is going to be the Punisher getting some decent value into top lane, but it gets whittled down fairly quickly. Another jump goes out onto Fury. Chromie going to get a little extra damage. That's also going to be the Dragon's Breath quest at level 1, which I don't know the name of the talent of that. Deep Breathing. So increase the damage and also vision radius by 100. Wow. Okay. It's full double round robin. Okay. See, that's the thing is like I honest to God, you could have told me it was Swiss round robin double elimination bracket, and I would have been like, oh, okay. Carson might have it right there. Thank you so much. Hanzo with the arrow forward. They have the Sonic arrow out, and yeah, that's gonna be Fury going down. Another good pick in favor for the members of the Lost Boys. Rotating around this map very, very strong, and just getting a lot of good pressure. All right, so if I'll have to make a command for that, Carson. Thank you, I appreciate that. Ooh, Deep Breathing gonna also be finished too. So I just want to look at this really quickly. Where's Chromie? In front of us. I think it's V. So you can see this right here. Like, this is just the vision for the Chromie player right now, and that's quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's still really cool. Do it. There we go. Alrighty, 10s are gonna be here. Let's go ahead and cycle through some of the other numbers, but it's gonna be a dive coming out onto 1. They're having the slowing sands as well. Hanzo with the arrow skating right by this entire fight, blinds out, and this is going to be Casanova staying alive for so long, but Kerrigan does end up going down without their 10, without that Maelstrom. Not gonna get the value they're looking for here, and for some reason I thought I just saw Wrath of Angiras, and I was like, did Imperius just go up in the sky? No, my eyes are absolutely not true. Ooh, that is a paragraph of words that I will read in a second. Hanzo going to be going back. So you know list. I just saw the last message from Cranky. All right. Oopsie. All right, we continue in these rotations. We also do have the camp being picked up on the left-hand side here. We'll go ahead and show the experience. Okay. This one's a little detailed if people are interested. Thank you so much, Sarcasm's Detected. Thank you for providing that. Teams will be competing in a double round robin format. Will compete for crowdfunding prizes. They have the chance to drop out of the division via Crucibles. The new teams will be able to fight their way via qualifiers, and most teams will be casted by Bahamut. Yeah, that's true. Also, that's kind of like the breakdown before like we got into the season. So I think because I think things have changed a little bit. I don't know. I'm just here to cast games. Celestial Charge comes in. That's going to be the Divine Storm coming out from Fury here. That's going to be a Sleep Dart out as well. Combo out from the Kerrigan. Zergling so very low. They drop the bunker as well. Horfire comes out and separates one member. Imperius goes down. But that's also going to be the Lornado. Casanova now going to be popping the Maelstrom. Looking to dive in. Just actually going to get some more of the Skeletal Defenders picked off here. That will be Chromie poking out as well. They're going to get that Shadow, or excuse me, the Jet Propulsion from Swabs Magoo. And they're just continuing to ravage across. That's going to be a huge arrow from Hanzo. Group in from Joanna as well. But they're not able to get the big burst damage they're looking for with that Chromie. They're whittling them down, but with this double support composition that they have, it's just way too little in a sense that they're not able to get the kill. And that will be Arcane Punisher in favor for the members of Looking for Work. And that was a really weird stop animation right there, but now we have Punisher getting the jump over the wall. The gate's already down, so they step forward. Casanova maybe stepping forward a little too fast here as they're getting a lot of damage put onto them. The Lornado comes out, forcing them back into the enemy team. They're trying to get their way around here. They're staying alive as best as they can, but they end up going down themselves. Jump goes out. That's also going to be Droplets, and Friends taking a lot of work. They dump the damage out themselves. Lock in from that Scroll of Sealing. Talking Trees. A little bit of poke, but taking a lot of damage from the Nexus forces. Bottom gate is pretty much all that's taken out and half of the fort health. Meanwhile, in mid, we have Swabs Magoo and Zergling battling it out. Well, with only 7 weeks, I don't see how it could be double round robin. Single round robin would work in 7 weeks. I don't know either. I'll have to look into it tonight. That is a huge Divine Storm coming out. Lockdown from the Decker Cane. Nice use of the Horrify, of the Lornado, but the Horrify is going to be like, well, I'm stepping forward regardless. Droplets now trying to get the drain health, but they get knocked out of position, and now they find one kill in the Decker Cattle, a little bit low. They drop the Unstoppable, and Hosty does have the time stop as well, Talking Trees with the chase, and Cattle's able to pick up a couple of these potions in the rotation. Kerrigan trying to get the chase here, and they get right out of that tight corridor as Talking Trees dump some arrows right into there, and that is Cattle getting out with no health right there. I'm sure, the sweatiest of palms right now. Knees are very weak. Okay. Top lane will be the next Punisher. We have Fury and Casanova working through this bottom lane. How Cattle? I don't know, Blonde Duchess. I have no idea. I am very surprised myself. Pierce going to be pushing out the top lane a little bit more. Trying to find a little, just keep that experience even. This is 14.5 to 14. 3 to 7 in kills, and the structures are still even. A little bit of gate destruction on both sides. As bottom, actually top lane is really knocked in on the side of Looking for Work, and bottom you can say is about equal. A little more health on their fort, but we have 14 to 14 in levels. And our next Punisher in top lane. Camps rotated and picked up, actually almost simultaneously. Bit of a brawl in mid lane. Celestial Charge coming out, trying to get that initial stun and maybe some follow-up damage. I think they're just going to be able to get the clear into this lane. Double support throwing up. I can see that. Both teams have actually played double support tonight. Oh, actually, hold on. This huge everything is dove onto Hanzo here. The blow-up from Looking for Work. They're saying, yeah, you looked strong in the last game, but we're going to be bringing it back. Actually, the early game, too, looked extremely strong for the Lost Boys. Now Looking for Work and be rotating around here. 16 talent tier just around the corner for them, and next shrine activating. Also to note, 66 stacks on that Ravage. I don't think it's Ravage. Sharpened Blade for the Kerrigan. Ravage is actually the ability itself. And now you can see the Gul'dan with the Fel Flame weakens this out. They're able to stack up a few more times, and that increased damage bonus is huge, and they only need 3 more minions for that. Chromie gonna be poking up from the side area, also using the Slowing Sands as a zoning tool. They want one more wave here to crash in. They want to be able to finish that out. Also, Gul'dan sitting at 25 out of the 40 stacks on the Echo Corruption. According to the schedule, I'm not casting this game. That happens. Bruiser camp on the right-hand side. They pick that up, and that will be forced into the top lane. 16 talent tiers here for just about both. Hanzo with the arrow. Casanova finding that last little bit for that quest. Now they've got the increased damage, and they've got nice hack on for that. Let's go ahead and just pull away the talents here and check out what we get in this engagement. The Lost Boys actually getting forced back a little bit. Time Trap goes out onto a couple. Hanzo with the arrow as well. Slowing Sands underneath a lot of them. That's going to be the burst onto Kerrigan. Divine Storm as well, but the Horrify comes out onto, I don't think it actually hit anyone. Uther is going to go down as well. That entire fight went south and in favor for the members of the Lost Boys. They have to completely back out here. That Time Trap really caught a lot of people out of position. With the Shaman camp here, as well as the fort, or excuse me, as the Shaman here, as well as a couple of members from the team, they're going to be able to push that out. That was nasty. That seriously, like that's insane to me. These teams are pulling out some insane blow-ups moments. I'm personally blown away by these 5 games so far from both these teams. It has been insane. Eros though, yeah, I agree, deleted. Swab's going to be going into bottom lane, trying to push that up a little bit further. We do have Lornado coming out through top just to try and force out one. Casanova now diving onto Hosty, gets 1 kill there. They're moving their way onto Collusion. They have the Cocoon going to be used here to try and get back some health, and also just a little bit of a pause in the fight themselves. Now diving onto Collusion once again. Casanova, very low combo goes out, connects onto this Decker Cane. They're so far out from the friendly team. Kerrigan does go down, and they actually find the Decker Cane as well. So 1 for 1 in this engagement, but Chromie's dead as well, as they got that kill earlier. And Divine Storm comes out, locks down Cattle, and they just say, I will die for the friendly team. Gul'dan going to be chasing some of the members over to the side, so Joanna goes down on the side of our screen there. Bottom lane has a sliver of health on it, and this Punisher, making it to the front gate of the keep, will be taken out before it gets much siege damage beyond the tower itself. Oh my god. Gul'dan wants to go ahead and try and open up bottom lane so that at least there's some catapult pressure in their favor as well, but actually going to be opting for the camp right here. It's 34 stacks on the Echoed Corruption. Hanzo's finished out his baseline, so did Chromie, or not baseline, level 1, so did Chromie. Oh, Zergling with the invade. This is going to be the Celestial Impale. They should be able to make it here in time, but Droplets uses the Horrify. They dump them right into the hands of Swabs Magoo. Now Dark Chimera is here for some healing. That will be the Slowing Sands coming out, but the blocks from Swabs Magoo are too good. Angelic Armaments will be used. They also use the Celestial Charge as it does move through the enemy side. The Angelic Armaments goes out. They drop the bunker in time. Droplets needs to rotate through the Slowing Sands. That will be the Time Trap onto 2. No blow up just yet, but it stalls at the Kerrigan with her Maelstrom, and they back right out, and this should be the bottom lane for it forfeited. With that, though, they've got a camp and a little bit of pressure. They seem to be sharking forward, but they end up backing out here. They go for the camp over on the right-hand side. They could go for the invade into this. You can see them now. They're backing out a little bit. They're like, this might not be the best idea, so they just back off and go for their own camp on the left-hand side as Kerrigan gets the combo. Cattle stepping up. Hanzo with the arrow. They know that they're coming. Fury is sitting in that bush, and they start to back out. Swabs Magoo, though, has a flank into this if they want to go in on that route. Divine Storm comes onto Fury. That's going to be onto Collusion. A lot of good damage is going to be there. Decker King goes down. Lornado is going to be dropped. Casanova now diving forward further. That's also going to be this Oil Slick getting the slows. Talking Trees is going to be the target. They get the kill onto them. Zergling with the Celestial Charge. They're trying to get this kill, and they do find it. And oh my god, Casanova staying alive. They actually have to back out for a second and need some healing from Dark Chimera. Ooh. That was real worrisome for Casanova, but they turn it around, and they pick up a couple kills. 20 is right on the precipice for them as well. They want to open up mid as this is going to be the next Punisher location. Echo Corruption still not finished yet, not too far off, only 4 more stacks needed. Level 20 is here for the members of Looking for Work, and now they want to look for some more kills with that just an increased value on their side. You can see their posturing. If they can actually go beyond this fort and get kills after it's down, they'll do so, and this is going to be the siege here. Romy Trap is going to be triggered. Trying to get the combo onto Fury, not connecting. Top lane does have a catapult. They'll need to address this at some point. Bruisers, though, will be the priority while they have the slight advantage. Cattle going to be stepping up. They get the lockdown onto them. That will also be the Iron Skin used. They don't have the Indestructible. Decker came with the Scroll of Sealing right there. Fear with a little bit of damage put onto them from the Chromie. Wisty doing a great job of that, but they need to find their 20s here, as this is going to be a 17-minute Punisher popping up. And oh my god, Divine Storm, everything being used, and they just burn down Joanna. They do get the blink right out of there as well from the Kerrigan to make sure that they don't get caught by any more of the scatter arrows from Hanzo and just the stray damage out from Hosty. Really good plays coming out from both these teams. But that Divine Storm lockdown with the Gul'dan damage underneath, they don't finish Echo Corruption as fast, but they're still finding the kill with that damage over time, and it's just so hard for Decker Kane to try and get that burst healing out. Here we go. It's just going to be Kerrigan. You can see Kerrigan's just going through this completely on their own. The rest of the team does have a minion wave, so they'll just go ahead and try and push this up. Huge damage out from Hosty and Talking Trees. That's the reason we saw Casanova back off at one point during one of the engagements there. They did not want to get caught out of position on that one there. See, they actually have perfect agility for Hanzo. Okay, so just really wants that mobility before they get locked down in any of the combos that we've seen. Arcane Punisher finished out very quickly by Casanova. As noted, they have that Sharpened Blades at level 4, really big damage numbers from that, and we still have a little bit of poke from Droplets, trying to get that Echoed Corruption so they can get that return value on the damage over time stepping out. 20s are here, so let's go ahead and pull away the talents. We do have this Punisher moving its way in through mid lane. Droplets does finish that out, so they do have that extra damage. They'll have to pop some of the... Oh, well done. Zergling taking a lot of damage. The cleanse is going to be there. Divine Storm comes out, but it doesn't connect. They also do have the Carapace on Casanova. Uses the blink once again. Horrify does come out as well, and that's going to be Zergling pushed so far away, but still we have Cattle getting a lot of value in the friendly team. Maelstrom's going to be popped by Casanova as they dive in, still keeping Cattle within there. They don't catch them, and that also will be the huge pull in onto Hanzo as they go over, and that's going to be Casanova way too far forward. The Punisher goes down, and they trade out the Kerrigan for the Hanzo. Keep goes down, and they move back through mid lane here. That was an insane push. Meanwhile, though, this is the thing that I was saying that needed to be addressed at one point. They have a top lane keep that's going to go down to a catapult. So while they did pick off a keep in mid, they're going to be losing their top lane. I don't think this minion wave will be able to do enough work in time, and that is the last shot for it, as Blaze is a second too late. Look at this posturing, though. They want to try and take a fight. Huge amount of damage coming out. They don't have the Divine Storm for 20 seconds here. A lot of good damage coming out from Droplets, and Cattle getting very low here. Hosty trying to put in the damage as well. This is just Cattle with the pulls in. They actually have the Bottomless Flash from that Deckard Kane, but it's not going to be Bottomless Life for the Imperius as they get picked out. The Echoed Corruption's getting so much value. Blaze with the charge in, but that's going to be the Iron Skin going to be used for the Joanna, so they walk out fine. Meanwhile, bottom lane has Catapult and Siege Camp pressure. They've got some Catapults in bottom lane pushing up as well. This game. Top 4 at his MVP? Seriously. Horrify goes out. Did they go for Haunt at level 20? Yeah, they did. They went for the Haunt on Talking Trees. Or, well, not on Talking Trees, but it's just the increased time. That 1 second feels like forever, but it's also the armor. The armor reduction is huge. Hosty, no. Middle lane pressure. That's going to be cleared out. We have bottom lane as the next Punisher. Bottom lane is the most well-defended lane for Looking for Work, as top lane is the most well-defended lane for the Lost Boys. And I'm sure the Lost Boys are sitting there just saying, why can't it have been top lane for us? So that way, if we lose this, they're gonna have to go through a fort and a keep. It's 21 minutes though. These teams, they do not want to give over they just don't want to give over the series whatsoever. I mean, who can blame them? Obviously, it's a competitive setting. It's the Division S. It's this Swiss format or whichever we have. Ana heal at 133,000. Let's actually go ahead and pull that back really quick. Oops. To hit 5. That is insane. Insane healing coming up from Ana. Showed the experience as well. Whew. I'm just trying to catch my breath because I feel like this is going to be the big, long engagement that's going to take forever. Top lane does have 2 camps pushing each other, but they will have the catapult pressure slowly winning over in favor for the Lost Boys. And they want to try and burn this down as quickly as possible, try and pick up this last late game Punisher. Maybe last late game Punisher. We could see. Could see a turnaround. Lost Boys could come in, pick this up, push through bottom and keep, and then have to back off potentially. We shall see. Let's pull away these numbers as we have the engagement starting out. Top lane is winning over, as I noted before. Cattle taking a lot of damage. Slowing Sands zoning fairly well. Cattle will also just hit a couple of these bottomless flasks as they have Deckard Cain dropping those out. Casanova looking for a good entrance into this. That's going to be Imperius on the left-hand side here trying to split away the team, but Zergling takes way too much damage and they'll be going down. Cattle is still left alive. Horrified does come out, separating the Deckard away. That's going to be the Divine Storm comes out and they pick off the kill. Hanzo with the arrow that will be the cocoon out from the Kerrigan. Hanzo over the wall, talking trees with a couple hundred health. Fury is going to be trying to chase them here. As I said, they have the double agility, so they're able to do that, but that is going to be the pick onto Hanzo. Cattle now left here alone. They have something on their core that they're going to need to go back and deal with. Cattle going to get chased here. Sleep Dart went out. Hammer goes out for the not the disengage, but the dismount. There we go. Blaze did go back for this. You can see this is chunking through their core. They actually sent Gul'dan back as well. They're just that afraid of this. But here's the thing. Catapult was on their core on the same side. They still have Punisher moving in through bottom lane. Casanova and Fury are just like, we're done with this game. This is ours. We're just going to go ahead and we got the Punisher. Let's go ahead and just push in through mid lane. Good poison damage, but it's a lot of burst onto Chromie. And that's going to be it. The GGs are called out, and that's going to be game number 5. Over to Looking for Work. They take this week's game. GG. Well played. Oh my god. That was such a good set. That was such an amazingly good set. Like, yeah, exactly. Sarcasm detected. I 1000% agreed. Like, GG's to both teams. They played their absolute hearts out tonight. Look at that. Look at the damage taken on Uther. On Uther. That is insane. Hero Sharebot. Oh. Well, you were trying me tonight. Dark Chimera, absolutely insane at this game. Look at this healing out from Ana. All right, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what the we're gonna get a interview here in just a second from either Casanova or Fury. Okay. All right. Well, we are going to be joined by Casanova at this time. How you doing? Congratulations on your victory.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks, dude.
That was an insane set, and we got some things to talk about. So Alterac Pass, game number 1, a lot of brawling between the two teams, and you ended up winning that game over, and then you go into Battlefield of Eternity, and that was a high momentum that you rode in from Alterac Pass. Going into Battlefield of Eternity and them changing the I wouldn't say the playstyle so much as just the momentum and them really taking that over. Was that something that really took the team down a notch, or how do you come back and then win the next game on Dragonshire?
I don't know. I guess Anna's just busted, dude. Like, they just let's just pick Anna, and we're like, okay, I guess we'll pick Anna instead, and then we won. So it was pretty good.
I mean,
Seems like a pretty good hero.
I mean, I gotta say, like, shout out to I mean, let's jump to this game that we just had right here on Infernal Shrines. Dark Chimera had, even chat was noting it too, 152,000 healing. That is absolutely out of this world. Like, shout out to Dark Chimera for insane heals. Also, like, Uther Fury took 1,000 less damage than the actual Joanna tank, which is just, it blows my mind. You guys played amazing games here. Let's go actually jump over to Towers of Doom really quickly. The game really started to slide over in favor for the Lost Boys. When you get to that point and you start to turn it around, it was 6 to like 33, and then it came down to the 20s. When it got to that later part, was it the split from Samuro, or what was it that really held that game over so well for them for so long? Because it seemed like later in the game you really started to pop off, but that early game was a little bit of a difficult play. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, pretty sure Anna's just busted. You know, she just like she sniped me from across the map.
Oh my
Like,
god!
I think
yeah.
I think snipers are really OP. Actually, I think they should nerf snipers. I think like if they gave Anna like a pistol instead, I think it'd be better. But like the issue is that she had a sniper and that's too much range. So like she killed me from across the map. But I think if like she had a different gun, like we probably would have been good.
So like if they just gave her like a Mozambique or something.
Yeah. Give her a Mozambique. Cause like that's just not balanced, honestly.
No, it's that is insane. Also, the Deadeye with the 4% right there. Like, when you get into
Yeah.
those tight corridors, it's like fish in a
well,
barrel.
Well, apparently she can't shoot through buildings, but you know I haven't seen Anna much, so did not know. I'm trolling, I guess.
No, you're fine. You're
Snipe.
absolutely fine.
Cause I could have kept walking down and I would have lived for sure. But you know, I think they should just nerf snipers instead. Cause I just figured it was gonna go through the building anyway. Cause you know, it seems really broken. But
Yeah,
that's okay.
You know. I have to go back and check that replay and see how that all worked out. Because if it's going through the building, that's
The
a little.
APOC me, it's broken.
Not
Not
No,
cool.
that was actually the games that you guys have played tonight are absolutely insane. Are there, going further down into the S division, are there any teams that you're worried about? Was this matchup a worry for you? Or are you feeling fairly confident as you progress through this season?
Yeah, we definitely thought we lost. We're like, we joined the first game. We're like, yeah, we lost, guys. Like these guys play a lot of HOTS right now. They're pretty sick. So we definitely thought we were gonna lose, and then we didn't lose. So that was pretty cool. I had to mentally scale on Kerrigan. Hadn't played her in like 4 months, I think, maybe 3 months. And so like I had to mentally scale throughout the game until I like 1v5'd them. So it was like the max scaling, you know, like 1v5 kill Chromie. Like that's the max scaling I could have had.
That was, I gotta say, there were some insane plays. Like, I think even chat was just like, how did Casanova live? And then someone was just like, double support. I'm like, well, yeah, but still, like, it was isn't
I had to feed a lot
insane.
first, right? So like I had to feed a ton, and then I was like, okay, so now I know.
it's like,
Now I know
can
what
I
to
still
do.
do this? No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, after the
Yeah.
6th time, you were like, all right, I figured out everything I can and cannot do. Let's just rush core and end it, because that's pretty much what you did.
Exactly.
What you did.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I had to just really like the mental scaling was there, you know, like yeah, like the hero scales a little bit for sure. Like I had to finish my stacks, but droplets wouldn't let me stack, so that was really annoying. But once I got stacked and then you know got that mental scaling going, it was pretty free game.
You made me out to be a liar, because at one point I was just like, oh man, it's so good. Gul'dan has the Fell Flame, is going to get a little bit of clear, and then that way Carrie can get the Sharpened Blades stacks way faster, because that's what it looked like. But maybe there's a bit of a different story there. But
yeah,
no,
he's
it's
like I'm gonna help you stack, and then he just kill all of them. It was really sick.
But no, these games were absolutely insane. Chat was just loving it. Any shoutouts that you want to give before I let you go? The floor is yours.
Yeah, just shoutouts to the boys. Shoutouts to Fury. Shoutouts to Droplets, Swabs, and Dark for carrying me every week. Cause yeah, it's seems like we're unbeatable at this point. Actually, that's memes. Definitely thought we were losing this week, but you know, we're sick, so it's okay. Shoutouts to just you know Steve and Steve for you know. I don't know what they do anymore. They're just LFM boys. We love them. Shout out to the Steves, and shout outs to Hannah, her too. But yeah, shout outs to you guys, you casters. Shout outs to chat. I love you, chat. Come on, chat. Show me some love. Alright.
You'll
That's all I
definitely
got.
get it. You'll definitely get it. Well, thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for the games, and I can't wait to catch you further down in the S Division season.
All right, for sure, man. We'll see you
Have
around.
a great night, Casanova.
Yeah, you too, man.